Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A is for the residents of Sarcasm City people, or all of the residents of Sarcasm City, where you lot run this show and you get to get your sporting questions in. So get your questions in, people. Any sport, past or present. It can be football, it can be basketball, it can be boxing, it can be tennis, any sport. Feel free to get your questions in. Don't forget, if you are a member as well, your comment, your question takes priority like a super chat. So if you are part of the membership, I will definitely get to your question. I will star it. So don't worry about that. The link for the membership is in the pinned comment. I'm joined by Eddie's in the building, Ryan's in the building, Daniel's in the building as well. What are you telling me, Eddie, my guy? You good? What are you saying, man?
You already know, man. You already know what we doing out here. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, man. Cheers, man.
Is what I'm
You
saying?
already,
Still,
hey, it don't matter. It don't matter. This is this is for the people in the chat. This is they call it the Hennessy A PSO Piesel with a dash of Arsenal tears,
Arsenal
or as I
tears, man.
affectionately call them, Arsenal tears, just to balance the levels. You know, not too salty, not too sweet. You see, you have to whip in. You have to whip in the Hennessy A, the Hennessy A. You know, we drinking fancy, baby.
I
But
hear
I'm
that,
good.
man. Sipping on Arsenal tears the entire day. Ryan's in the building as well. Ryan, what are you telling me, fam? You good?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you just spoke to me like 5 minutes ago. You know
True
what I'm
that.
looking for.
I did it.
I need to
Wagwan, my
Ryan.
guy. Wagwan, bruh.
Big
Cheers,
up,
man.
man. Big up,
Ryan
man.
got Ryan out here. Liverpool got Ryan depressed, man. You know what I'm saying? And that.
No,
You're
I'm
not
all
get up
right,
to
man.
be
I'm all right.
optimistic. Are you good?
I'm over that. I am actually. I said actually, I am actually quite optimistic that things will get better for us soon. But I've
Okay.
said the reasons why. But um, I actually am happy Arsenal lost today. Actually, the way they did. I mean, yeah, I'm not happy when United win, but like with Arsenal losing, it's shut up some of their fans who have just been unbearable last few weeks, and also these Arsenal fans said Salih overrated some players. Like Saliba's all right in it, but like saying he's better than Van Dijk and all these stupid statements these man make, like nah man, still got a way to go, man.
I hear that. Daniel, what are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I'm drinking West Ham's tears, to be fair, and their stupid bubbles.
There we go, Daniel. Cheers, my guy. Cheers. Good
Love
to see
that.
you, brother.
Yeah.
Love that. You lot get the likes up as well. Whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back after the live, hit that like button on the video, share it across all the socials. You can go to my Twitter and Instagram at That's Me Flawless. Make sure you follow me there. You can find all of the man them socials as well. But retweet and like from the Twitter, share from the Instagram. And subscribe to the channel as well, Sarcasm City TV. Road to 5K people. Make sure you hit the notification bell when you do as well. No spamming in the chat either, people. Kenchi says, big up Flawless and the Reds go marching on. Yes, obviously, that is the biggest talking point of the day. Well, yesterday, I should say Sunday. That's what we'll say is Manchester United beating Arsenal 3-1 and bringing their unbeaten run to an abrupt end. Diego says, Ten Hag is installing his way of playing to his Manchester United established and young players available to him. Great coaching and great match day management. I agree. HH says, I'm aware. That's
Shout
joke
out
still.
Diego. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, Diego. Yeah, Eddie's really enjoying himself, which is good. Is VAR at fault or those operating VAR at fault? Those that are operating VAR.
Yeah,
VAR is fine.
all VAR is a tool. It's a replay. Like
Yeah.
it's a TV screen for a replay. It
Yeah.
still has to be judged by humans at the end of the day, and that's what's wrong with it.
And
And to
they
that
fucking it.
foul,
Go on, fam.
people,
Talk about it.
the same exact
It was a
foul
clear foul.
was given to Scott McTominay on whoever it was on the byline. It was the exact same foul. Two hands to the back and a knee in the back.
Yep.
It's a foul.
That's the thing, Eddie. It's like it's so stupid how people are claiming Arsenal fans basically that is not a foul. I saw it first. It was first time I saw it. I was like, "That's clearly a foul." It's like he's actually fouled. It's like points of contact in it. He's barged him over, and his legs have gone into him. His legs gone into him as well. Like there's 2 points of contact in. It's such a clear foul. Like I don't even know how it can be a debate. Like VAR actually got that one spot on.
That's it. That's what I don't get, man.
Yeah, it was
You
spot
got
on
a
by
foul.
the overtime.
Yeah, it's all mad. It's all mad. Sorry, man, was just checking something out. What was I saying? What was I at? But yeah, I agreed 100%. Like I said it literally, you can go and watch the watch along people. And I've said seen it once in full time, in real time. I've gone, that's a foul on Eriksen.
Yeah.
You can tell. I'm saying you can tell that just by where the position, where the ball's gone, and where Eriksen's position and where Odegaard's position. And you can see he's nowhere near the ball. Then the fact that obviously it's gone down, the ref hasn't called it, and the ref's gone to look at the monitor for so long. And it's like, why are you looking at the monitor for so long? Why are you? I don't get it. I'm lost. But here we are. Big up Mertaza who says, yo, how we doing? We doing blessed. You know what I'm saying?
My dog.
We eating well. We eating well. We are eating well. As is Jeremiah who says, flawless, what a beautiful day, man, to be Man United fans slapping Arsenal. It's always good shutting them up.
What up, though?
Shutting them up, man. It's always good. It's always good. I said before the game that Anthony will cause Arsenal problems and end up scoring. Good goal.
That's a good point.
Saeed's been with us in the trenches. Shout out Saeed. Saeed's been with us in the trenches for real.
He has.
That was a good point. That comment as well, because I was gonna say in Shameless actually, but I forgot. Like, I think Arteta. Like, didn't understand it before the game why he put Zinchenko at left back instead of Tierney, because like Zinchenko's a good footballer, but like he ain't a good defender. He's a midfielder playing left back at the end of the day. He's not a good defender. Tierney's a much better defender than him, and I just thought you're not playing like Bournemouth or anyone like that. You're playing Man United at OT. Like, have some respect at the end of the day. Like, Arteta, that was way too naive a selection in my opinion. Like, he got that. That's one thing that's not getting called out. He got that wrong still, massively.
Yeah, that's on him. And speaking, you know what I'm saying, of getting things wrong, you know what I'm saying? Ahmed's in the building. Yes, Ahmed, what are you telling me, my guy? What are you saying? I'm blessed, man. How you doing, man? You good?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, put him next to me. Put him right next to me, man.
I'm glad in it. They just want to say I'm right. I was right, and I told you all this, but you didn't want to listen. I told you. I told you this.
This is what being. I don't even know the point. This is what being wrong looks like, people. Right there, not me, but the other guy.
Yeah, the guy on the right hand side.
There you go. Yeah,
I told you.
I'll take
you know what I'm saying in that.
I'll hold that off. No, it's fine.
It's cool, man. But you not got a dub. You know what I'm saying in that this weekend.
Oh,
I'm saying
this is how you know. I'm gonna agree with Taz's point here, not to jump the gun.
Nah, it's cool.
This is how you know I'm drunk. Yeah, he had a great game.
Eddie on that stuff. So Mertaza says, hot take, the Ronaldo sub won us the game. As soon as he came on, Arsenal pushed their line high and allowed Rashford to run in behind. Ronaldo himself didn't, but his sub did. Ten Hag masterclass. To your point, Mertaza, yes, and this has been my biggest point of Cristiano Ronaldo, and people wanted to ignore that like I didn't say. Before Ronaldo said he wanted to leave, I said he should be a squad player. And people got mad when I was saying this. We're seeing his impact. We've seen it today. We've seen it against Leicester. Those two games where he's come on, like when he's come onto the pitch, you've seen the difference he's made because he was involved, if I remember correctly, in the third goal. I think he passed it to Bruno, and then Bruno passed it to Eriksen, and then Eriksen into Rashford. So it's like, and props to Ten Hag as well. He got his subs right because we was on the watch along like, what is he doing? But hey, back to manager, man. Props to that's my guy, man. Hashtag Hag season. I keep saying it. Hashtag Hag season. 4 from 4. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to see anybody smiling if your team didn't win 2 games from 2 this week.
It's
just
fucking
saying,
cold out here.
Out here.
Ghost, you know what I'm talking about?
He's shameless right now, bro.
It's like a margarita. I got the soul.
You need to lose it off to Arsenal, bro, because it's getting too much now, man. 4 game hype. It's mad.
It's not 4 game hype. It's just what it is. It's just what's
my dog.
We won 4 games from 4.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yeah. Before I talk about Chelsea, yeah. Do you guys?
No, we ain't trying to hear about Chelsea right now, Playboy. Nobody's trying to hear about Chelsea.
All right, then.
He wants to talk about Arsenal. I want to hear about Arsenal. We want to hear about Arsenal.
We want to hear about Arsenal. Talk about Arsenal. Y'all would be better. Let me tell you something right now. Y'all would be better playing in black and white. That way we wouldn't think there's no fucking color to this game. Because you people, when y'all play football, it's like y'all remember the Dementors? The Dementors in Harry Potter?
Dementors,
Y'all just suck the life out of a football game. That's what y'all do. But continue, my boy. Continue, man.
No, I just need to talk about the troops. Did you see the troops little thing?
Yeah. Oh, the transition. Oh, that was beautiful.
No, there was something before that, you know. He said, he told Martinez a midget, his co-host was next to him. And I was like, bro.
It's wild.
Let's talk about Zell.
Yo,
Yeah,
that is
so
so
wild.
rude, fam. I was like,
So
yo,
wild.
he's mad. Too much, man. Nah.
Shout out
But,
troops, man.
nah, man. But you know, Arsenal, yeah, I think I put in a group chat as well. ESR apparently did something to himself post warm up, like warm
Yeah, I
down.
heard about this.
So, yo, their depth here is just dying, fam. Like,
Their depth is
unironically,
horrible.
their depth legit is just
Tried to
gone.
tell him.
Bro, it's
They can
not
hold
looking
that.
good, bro.
They're such an overhyped team, honestly. Like,
That's
Yeah.
it. That's why I think, you know what's
Overhyped.
crazy? They forgot who they were. They
That's
really
the
forgot who
biggest
they
test
were.
they get. And
Like,
they
if we
collapse.
look at their squad, just man for man, they have nobody who's proven in the entire footballing landscape.
Yeah.
Like, you have people who are trying to make a name for themselves. We brought in people who are made men and who are doing it. Like, fuck what y'all talking about. They still won shit in that division, in that league, in that Dutch league. These are Brazilian internationals that we have. Y'all got two. We seems like every fucking time I turn around, we got the whole lot of them over at us.
No, but Arsenal fans been getting gas because they brought in a couple of City side men, bro. Like,
And that's the
Yo.
thing. We have
no,
never,
they're going
we
to
have
people
never
say,
respected Gabriel Jesus on the red side, bro, because he's never given us anything to respect.
he's
But
a,
no one-
like your fans were
you know what
chanting
it is,
City
though?
reject. He
You know
was
what
a
it is,
City
Eddie, yeah?
reject.
I
He's a
don't know
City
why
reject.
people.
He's
I
a
don't know why
City
people.
reject, bro.
I don't know why people respect Zinchenko. Like Zinchenko used to be
Zinchenko's
like
not that good.
Yes,
Like, he's good,
I've
but
never
he's not
understood that,
great.
man. No, but
He's not a great
Zinchenko
player.
on the City, he was like the farthest person that was ever going to come onto the field. Like, I don't know how Arsenal expected him to be, you know, a suitable replacement onto their team. So, you know, it is what it is for Arsenal.
Like,
innit?
he's a good player, but that's it. Like, he's just good. Like, he's nothing more than that.
The
At
irony is
all.
he's
Like,
a
he was,
midfielder and he's playing left back.
he's a midfielder. Pep's system was so strong that he was good enough technically to just put him a midfielder at left. But that's just Pep, man. His system was too strong, bro. But like Zinchenko, and that's where you got to get on Arteta. Like, I was thinking about some of that Arteta did earlier on. What did he do? Oh yeah, he's trying to do this Zinchenko at left back thing, bro. And I'm like, bro, you ain't Pep, man. You worked under him, but you ain't Pep, man. Like, Arteta
You're
legit
not.
thinks he's Pep. Like, you ain't Pep. It's that simple. You will never be Pep. You have not got that in you to be Pep Guardiola. You worked under him, but you ain't that good. Like, stop trying to think you're Pep Guardiola. Do you get what I mean? Like,
You know what?
You lot-
To your
Before you
point,
might
Go ahead.
continue, you
Go
lot
ahead.
continue to get the questions in. There's over 40 of you lot locked in. Make sure you share this and let's get the likes up as well. There's over 40. Let's get over
what
the
them
likes.
likes
It could be
looking
up
like?
there.
I'm on y'all
The likes-
now because I got it on my second tab. What the
Too low.
Too
Likes
low.
are way
Too low.
too low.
Y'all
Let's
out
get
here
more.
looking like that Arsenal midfield or that Arsenal midfield. Bombed
yeah,
out.
we can
and
speak on Arsenal's defense
go
as
ahead and
well.
hit that like. Say what?
The thing is,
We
yeah,
got to speak on Arsenal's defense as well.
Gabriel and Ben White,
Cool.
yeah,
Talk about-
have been. Oh man, said
We're not going to
Oh,
speak
no.
on
You said- I said it before the
Saliba
game.
today as well. The centre back better
Yeah,
than
Brian,
Van
get to
Dijk
it.
ever.
Go on,
Oh,
Ryan.
yeah,
Get to
there
it.
we go. Right there you
Go on.
We're
go.
not
Go
going to
ahead,
speak
cook,
on.
cook.
Look, I think Saliba's good and he's still young, but are we not going to? If he's apparently, you know, on Virgil van Dijk level, according to Arsenal fan and all this, one of the best centre backs in the league, you got to come in for criticism today, innit? At the end of the
Yeah.
day,
Thank you.
you
Absolutely.
got to come on. You
We need to
grumbled.
talk
You were
about
part of the
Gabriel
defence
and
at
Ben White.
Arsenal.
Gabriel and Ben White are the one of like they're not good.
Gabriel is not a good centre back.
They're
I
not
don't
good
care what
defenders.
anyone
They're
says.
not top 6 level defenders like Gabriel and
They're
Ben White.
not.
Yeah, I don't care what anyone
No,
tells me.
you're right.
They're not top
They're
6
not.
defenders. They're not, man.
It
Like,
was apparent to me that we targeted Gabriel when we won the ball back.
even Fulham did.
That's
Fulham,
what we were going after, for
Mitrovic
sure.
was targeting him. But I don't know why. Like, I don't know why people thought Gabriel was going to be hyped. Like, bro, the Turkey when he went to Turkey, the hairstyle didn't work, and now he's just bold, innit? He's just a bold fraud now. So it is what it is.
You better jokes. Let me run through some of these comments to that before we continue. As well, Jeremiah says, "I'm so glad me and Flawless are no longer fighting. We're finally on the same page. Let's go, man, Jeremiah. You're still my guy though, regardless.
Yeah,
Whether we're on
man.
the same page or not with the team, no one can't say shit to you. You know what I'm saying? With me around. and that.
Neither
Big up
to me, or
Jeremiah.
else it's going down.
Yeah. So big up
You the young
Jeremiah.
gun.
Man.
You the young patter. You the young grasshopper.
I
You
was
still
just saying.
learning this United shit.
Yeah, man. You one of the young kings. Arteta got exposed for the fraud he is. He can't hide behind Project Youth when he fails. So we gonna see what happens.
We gonna
Notorious
speak on
Ethic.
him
He
too.
says, Flawless, this might be getting too gas, but any chance of a title race from us? Yeah, you laughing with the emojis. You know the answer to that question.
Oh, there's not even
Come
going to be
on,
a
bro.
title
We
race.
get no
We'll
title
get
race,
right,
bro.
But
We
no
can
title
wrap
race.
that shit up in a bow and give it
Yeah.
to City right now, dog.
yeah, there's no
Yeah.
title race. However, notorious FAT, we are in for the three other competitions. Don't get that mistake.
No, I
Europa
agree with
League,
that. I
FA Cup,
agree.
League Cup, they're all up for grabs, especially the
Yeah.
Europa League. But over the domestic cups, why not? There's no reason
Yeah.
with favorable draws that we can't win one of those two. Absolutely.
Hey, we won both
So you
last
see.
season.
Yeah, isn't it? And lost
All right,
the Champions League final
but he could've
and
win-
the Premier
he
League.
could've won
innit?
in 9
Yeah.
minutes, there, could he?
You can win
Yeah,
the big
that's all right.
games. You know what I'm saying? And that. That's what
Yo,
it is.
Ahmed, we took penalties properly, bro. It's all right, man.
Alright,
Gabby
listen,
Jesus
We,
had
man
a
didn't have,
Lacazette.
we didn't have Mason
Sorry,
Mount.
sir.
You
Hey, it's
could've
too
beat us
soon,
in 9
Brian,
minutes.
Too soon.
You could've
Brian,
beat
too
us
soon, brother. Too soon. Too soon.
You
It
could have
still
beat us
hurts.
on 9 minutes. You know, we faced
Yeah,
in 2
we're
weeks'
still
time.
focused on Arsenal at the
We're fi-
moment, bro.
How the hell you lose on penalties twice? Twice.
Listen,
That
no
Kepa,
comment.
you know what the funny thing was about that Kepa miss? For some reason, I had the angle to where it looked like my man was playing American football and he was sending the kickoff and he just sent that shit to the 10th row. I don't know what it was about my angle, but I just seen the ball go and go and go. I never saw him get the ball back. That's the craziest part. I'm like, Kepa, what are you going through? Are you okay? You can't kick the shit out that ball.
But bro, I said it like even without Kepa, like Mason Mount was almost clutch player last season. He was the one who won us those 2 trophies.
Listen,
no
let's not
point
talk about
denying
Mason
it.
Mount, man.
Tough.
I don't
That's
wanna
a tough
bring up my
swallow.
Mason.
Pause.
Let's not
Mason
talk about
Mount
Mason
won us
Mount.
the
That's
2
twice.
trophies, man. Almost clutch player.
Let's not talk about Mason Mount. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, yeah, you man wanted to discuss. What did you say, Eddie? We go to Arteta. I know you got a lot to say, and you
Oh,
not get your
yeah.
questions in the chat as well. But yeah, go on.
It goes to Arteta, who said it in his press conference. This goes to, I'm sorry, Chelsea fans, I've had the same discussion. You cannot tell me you played well when you lose in the fashion that you lose. If it's 1-0, I'll take you played well. If it's 3-1, that whole playing well campaign better be fucking dead. You don't play well and lose 3-1. You might have looked pretty on the ball, but your end product was shit. And more importantly, your defending in transition was shit. Your players have no cutting edge whatsoever. From Saka, and you know what's funny? This is so funny. Last season, they scored 1 goal on an empty net, and we still won 3-2.
Oh,
This
remember that.
season,
Yeah, I do.
they scored a goal on an empty net. We win 3-1. You people are not that tough to go up against.
Bro, you gifted them a goal.
You know,
We
if you
give
press
them a
Arsenal,
goal.
if you press Arsenal, yeah, you can beat them, man. All you need to do is just press their midfield and bro.
The midfield, oh my god, bro. The
Listen, we need to
midfield
have
today,
The midfield's horrible.
convos need to be on
this is how
second.
bad it is. This is how bad it is, boys. Usually in every game, I'm saying, Bruno, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Today, I had said nothing about Bruno. I said nothing to Bruno.
Even McTominay.
That's 2
McTominay.
games in a row, Flawless. I don't know if we're in the twilight zone
Yeah,
or what it is.
McTominay is actually playing well. Fam.
McTominay is out here on his club bouncer campaign.
Yeah, he's
Y'all
performing
come
against
through with
world-class
them
Odegaard.
jeans on and them white tennis shoes, you're getting tossed out.
But you know what it is though, Eddie? It's the same thing here with Chilwell. Like you brought competition with him. If you bring players competition and they know they can't, they know if they have one bad game, it's over. Then they're forced to give you 100% to play the game, innit?
But bro, you've got to give McTominay credit, performing
I'm
like
giving
that
him
against
credit,
world-class
though.
Odegaard. No, I'm saying you got to give him credit
Yeah.
for performing
Yeah, you're
against
saying.
world-class Odegaard. World-class Odegaard, he performed against
No,
him,
but
bro.
Odegaard's not world class. Like if Odegaard was world
Yeah,
class,
according to
Real
Arsenal
Madrid,
fans, innit? Arsenal
Real
fans,
Madrid
world-class
No,
would have
Odegaard.
picked him.
Ahmed. They legit have said on big platform. Now we have the footage. We got the footage in 4K, 8K, VR, 3D, IMAX surround sound. These people think that he's a world-class player. They think Jesus is a world-class player as well. Martinelli is supposed to be the future of the league.
They think Saka's better than Foden.
Martinelli
They think Saka's better than Foden.
You know what? Yeah, Saka's
just
getting
wild.
on the ground, bro. That guy, that brother's getting found out, bro. Malacia, other than the one time he passed Malacia, all the other times Malacia had that guy on lock.
Bro,
He only knew
I've
where
said
he was going.
Saka's one of those overrated players in the league. He's not great at anything.
It's not
He's
that
actually not
overrated.
great at anything.
He's just been run down. He's been playing like non-stop for so many games.
I admit
Yeah?
he's been overplayed.
He's been
I'm not
too
saying
much,
he's a
man.
bad player, but he's way overhyped, bro. He's not great at anything. His shooting's not great. His passing's not great. His dribbling isn't anything great. He's just decent at a lot of things, but like just not great at anything, bro. Like he's so overrated.
He
Man.
unironically reminds me a lot. Yeah, when Mount was coming out of the
He's
game
Mount.
with Lampard, because with Mount, he had a few. He was average at everything, innit? He's average at everything. But you know, listen, man, I'm not gonna lie. The Bruno pass here to Rashford for I think it was the second goal, right?
Great
That
pass.
shit,
Great pass.
I wish Mount could do that, bro, because he's not been doing that. Bro.
Yo, Champions League final, bro. Champions League
Listen,
final.
We went through you, man. The joke is McTominay's leveled up. He deserves his spot in the team right now, says Safe. Now I hear that. Ghost says they're so starved for world-class talent. They do so many mental gymnastics to convince themselves they have world-class players. That is a very, very valid point, and you're spot on there, Ghost. 100%. You lot get your questions in. It don't have to be on the United Arsenal game. It can be on and one sec. It can be on another game in the Premier League, or it can be something else, football related or whatever. It might be basketball. It might be boxing. Get your questions in, people. Like I said, this show is all for the residents of Sarcasm City. And if you are a member, I will star your comment and I will get to it. Go on, Ryan.
But with Arsenal, it's with the fan base because they've been such a crap team like over the years. Yeah, I remember when they like Lacazette. Like I remember it was one season where they were proper hyping up Lacazette. You know, world class Lacazette and all that. But because he looked world class to them, that's what it is. Because their team was so crap. He looks world class to them. It's like with Saliba now. Saliba, they're saying is one of the best in the league, better than Van Dijk, world class centre back, and all this bullshit. Yeah, because they've had such crap centre backs, yeah, that he looks so much better compared to them. But actually, these players are not that great. It's just that simple.
Peter said it right. There's a difference between being good and Arsenal good.
It's that, yeah.
It's a difference.
That's facts.
Yes. Yeah, go on, Ahmed.
I was gonna say, yeah, I've been hearing like they've been talking about like Wesley Fofana, and they're like, oh, he's definitely better than Wesley Fofana and that. Like, I'm just saying I'm not gonna say anything about that, yeah. But I'm just saying, Saliba right now, he's probably the equivalent of like a young top talent, innit? He's not on that level yet, and I don't know why they keep and like you usually set players up to failure, yeah, when you overhype them usually too much, and that's a big problem, innit? And like the thing of I've been seeing Gabriel Jesus here. I know he scored like 3 goals, right? Sterling's also scored 3 goals.
Yeah, but the 4 goals maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4.
It's 3 or 4, right? And the thing, and like I saw him like in that Villa game, and the thing is, yeah, I realized why Man City never played him in the 9, because there's so many chances that he gets that he just misses. And if you're and the thing is, if you're like it was the same under Man City where they would give him chances on the plate and then he would miss them basically. So you have to worry about that, man. You have to worry about that, man. And I personally think they should have gotten it over the line, because Saka he needs to rest, and
absolutely,
you need to give him some competition as well to help him. Like,
exactly. They got no one to put there. That's the problem. And it's like I've already said with Saka as well. And C1 said it because I was thinking this earlier on today with Saka. Bro, his best position should be a left wing back, bro. I remember left wing back Saka was cold, you know. That's his best position.
Left back Saka was his best
position. Way suited for that position. He's got a decent cross on him. He's got good energy going up and down. You know, like he's got some decent little pace to him. Like that's his perfect position.
You know what it is though? Saka still hasn't signed his contract yet, and at the end of the season, he's gonna have 1 year left.
Yeah.
So it's scary hours, isn't it? If he doesn't sign his contract this year for Arsenal, so Man City will definitely buy him, and Pep will make him into the top left back in the league.
I think he suits Liverpool more. I'm not gonna lie. If Klopp stays, I can see him going Liverpool.
Power kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see him going Liverpool. He could play.
I think he'd be a good left wing back for us, actually.
Whether it's a left wing back, whether it's one of the wide positions, whether it's even as an 8.
He might be a good replacement for Robertson. Yeah, he might be a good replacement for Robertson.
I think he'd be good on the left. I don't know about. I don't know if he can score enough goals for us in the wide to play as an attacker.
That's why I'd play him as an 8 with you lot. if he signed him.
Possibly as an 8 and possibly as a
Sorry.
fullback. That's what I'd say with him.
Yeah, like
I don't
fits
think he
what
can
you're trying
play
to do.
as on the right wing like where Salah plays. or
Personally, I
anything,
think
you
that's
know?
what Klopp should do anyway. Is go. I think you lot have the perfect personnel for a back three, even though he's never played it.
I think he. No, I was. Yeah, people have been saying that actually. Like, but he won't do that. That's the thing. He just won't.
Well, like I look at your team and I'm like, if I'm
No,
him,
I
I go
agree
with the back
because
three.
we've got. I've said this. I think we've got like I think we've got arguably the best collection of centre backs in the league, or
That's
if not, it's definitely up there.
That's fair.
Like a back three of like Van Dijk, Matip, Konate is cold.
Yeah.
I would
And then you got
definitely argue
and then you got the
ours
wing
is
backs
better
in
than
Trent
yours.
and Robertson.
Yeah.
The double pivot of Thiago Fabinho, and then the front three, like it could work definitely really well. But Klopp doesn't like playing back threes, bro. Like I think he said it before as well. He thinks it's outdated or something like that.
Yeah, it's each to their own, I suppose. You probably won't look at it. You know what I'm saying? No, Ray. You're saying the back three formation is dead. Look at Chelsea. That's how Chelsea
No, but you
play.
can make it look. You can make it good still.
No,
it depends.
that's how.
It's the
On the
intent you
PSG,
play it with.
Yeah, like
the
you can play a
PSG.
back three and be offensive the same way you can
Yeah,
play
you
4-4-2 and be defensive.
It's just the problem is, with a back three, you need to have like a six that can actually defend. Like he can be the lone guy, and then you have the other guy that's next to him in the pivot who can, start the creation basically. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
But I
and
believe
like
you attack
legit, that's what it is. Like any system can be defensive or offensive. Chelsea's back three isn't bad because of their back three. Their attackers just ain't good.
Their
That's why their
attackers
team
stink,
looks
yeah.
bad. Their attackers just ain't. That's legit all it is. Like I said,
And
yo,
they have any
Burnley played.
creativity.
Wait. Burnley played 4-4-2. Nobody said Burnley played great football, but they played an attacking formation. They had 2 strikers on the pitch. They had 2 actual wingers on the pitch as well. But Stoke played 4-4-2. Nobody ever went, yo, geez, look at a great football Stoke play. But it's how you play it. Stoke played go look like all that cold Tuesday night in Stoke. That man had Jermaine Penn on one side, who's an actual right midfielder. They had Everton on the left-hand side, who's an actual left midfielder. And they played 2 central midfielders and played 2 strikers. Like, that's what it is. I've seen it's on how you play it. It's on how you play it.
And also, like boring football can win you trophies.
Yeah, 100%. Tottenham play decent in a back three. You have to have a world-class striker who will convert off of scraps. Not necessarily. I disagree with this. Not necessarily. It's all about the team and the individuals. That's what it is. Any formation can look good. Any formation can look quote unquote bad, in it. You know what I'm saying? And welcome to the show. My like Lewis is in the building. Yes, family. What are you saying? You good?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, man, love that. Ty Bassi says, big up yourself for the content, Flawless. Large up you for being here. Big up everyone that's locked. Save said, Flawless would prefer United to win the Europa League and isn't betting much on the league. I'm the opposite. I'd like for United to challenge for top 4 and try their best to win a domestic cup. What I would say to that is Safe is the reason why, because winning the Europa League is better than finishing in the top 4 because you get the same thing but with a trophy. And I don't think the Europa League stops us from challenging for a domestic cup. But Europa League should be our main priority. You let me know, Safe, because top 4 in Europa League is the same. You get the same thing. Well, ones with the trophy. What are you saying, Eddie, on this?
No, I need that silverware.
Yeah.
I need that silverware. So that's why I'm all for all the trophies. Give me both, man. Give me top 4. Give me the trophies too, because I just want people to stop playing with our name, bro. If I'm being all the way real.
Yeah, he's talking to you, Ahmed. That's why you laughed. Yeah. You
No,
laughed.
I'm hoping that the Breakfast Club meeting. Like, I know
We showed his little club how to be what they are. So I'm not, respect.
Right, we're gonna see you soon, innit? We're gonna see you soon, innit? Don't worry.
See you soon. You soon for what? What we seeing each
Well,
other?
we're gonna play you, innit? I think
We play you soon.
Like in a month, roughly. In a month, roughly.
For what?
Okay.
Early November.
See us soon for what?
All right. I'm not gonna say anything now, but hopefully, fuck killing it.
Yeah. You ain't gonna say anything now. Yeah,
See,
you know
I'll tell you
better.
what we'll do.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what we're gonna do as a team, right? We're gonna make sure we mark all your center backs because those are the only people on your team who seem to be able to score. And we'll let your front 3 just go ahead and run around and shit. Okay.
The only guys that haven't scored, I think only Koulibaly scored for my defense, if I'm correct. Yeah,
but I digress because again, I don't want to speak on your team.
Sterling's been the highest goal scorer in our
because
so
today United wins the day. United wins the day. We did the football community a favor. We did y'all a favor We told y'all, look, at United, we think of Arsenal in one or two ways. Either they're shit or they're really shit. No ifs and buts about it. We don't think that they're improving. We don't think they're doing this, they're that. They're either shit or really shit. So now that we've confirmed that they're really shit, it's on the rest of y'all to uphold the standard. That's what it comes down to, man. Because again, these people came out to Old Trafford with fucking Lukonga, Xhaka, Odegaard, and thought shit was sweet. That was the worst part for me. Y'all didn't come with no ballers. Y'all didn't come with nobody who's really about this shit. Y'all came with some fucking weirdos. And we put y'all in your place.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Y'all
That's
came with some
outrageous.
like, who are these people? Who is this?
Who is these
Whose
people?
mans is this?
Whose mans is this, isn't it?
That's
Whose
what we were
mans is
saying
this?
every time with the starting 11. We had the confused look on our face, like Martin.
It's like when Vieira was coming onto the pitch, and it's like, yo, who's this? It's like,
The
yo,
whole
and you
time
called
that
him,
should have been. I honestly fear that game more than I did this one.
which game? Which
That
one?
Crystal Palace match.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be tough. Crystal Palace
Because they
game gonna be
not,
tough.
bro. They playing some ball right now. And
Yeah, Palace
good
are
side.
good, man.
Oh, good side.
they got
Yeah,
players too.
100%. It is. Europa gets you in pot one, technically better than finishing top four. That too goes. Like Europa League, I keep saying this. I've been banging on about this from before the season started, all during the summer window, all from the start of the season, even when we lost the 2 games. And now that should be our priority. 110% winning that competition. But we should be in the race for the top 4. I've said this. Be in the race for the top 4. And obviously look at the domestic cups, but we need a trophy. We need a trophy and we need to solidify ourselves in the Champions League again. Like that's what I'm looking at. So being in pot, you ain't trying to be in pot 3 or pot 4 and get some tough group. You ain't really trying to do that. Ray saying, I just look at Kane and Diego Costa, Lukaku and Martinez. The strikers, those are the only teams that have had success in back threes and have been in sync or super clinical. Here's the thing I say with that. Yeah, you need super clinical strikers or even in a 4-2-3-1, you need at least one or both of your 2 of your front 3 to be clinical as well. Most teams don't play it, but we just seen a team win the Champions League with that system. It's all about personnel and how you play it. I'm saying like what tools you have to use it. But like I said, with Liverpool, I look at their team and go, a back 3 to me suits them. Do I believe Klopp plays it? No. But if I'm him, you look at it. Why not? Ryan mentioned it. Their centre back depth. So yeah, we'll see. Safe says, question for Eddie: which trophy would you prefer for United if they made top 4, FA Cup or Europa League?
Europa, not even close. That little, I mean, again, I'm not from the UK, so I don't have a bit of reverence that maybe I should have for the FA Cup.
No,
but
it's nonsense, fam. It's Europa League.
Europa, easy.
Yeah.
It's just the old people, man, that actually want
Yeah,
to,
like it's not like FA Cup's all well and good, but it's defo.
When
What's it
Jess
called?
sneak up in here?
Yeah, Jess is in there, man.
No,
Yes,
I didn't
Jess.
want
What you
to.
saying?
I didn't want. Can you guys hear me? Because okay, find the show that I'm speaking.
There you go. We can hear you, Jess. What are you saying, family?
No, I'm good. I'm good. What you guys?
Yeah,
I,
man.
I haven't been listening, but I think you guys have been cooking Arsenal already. So good stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Flawless question for Lewis. Thoughts on the midfield situation? Do we need to depart from Jorginho and Kante at the end of the season? Good question, actually, from C1. So good.
Kante needs to just be used sparingly anyway at this point. I don't mind keeping him though. Jorginho, I'm not so sure about because
Listen,
he
Dave Harvey needs to go.
needs to get better. Really, he's just been massively declining.
Listen,
Well,
Day 5
also-
just needs to go. Respectfully,
go.
Day
Sorry,
5
Lewis,
this
go.
is. Oh, sorry, Lewis.
Was he done? Lewis, was
Oh,
you done?
yeah, that was it. That was
Oh, my bad. Yeah, go on, Ahmed. Floor's yours.
Respectfully, J5 just needs to go, man. His situation is getting too toxic now, innit? Like, he just needs to go, man. Kante, I've always said, yeah, you should use Kante as how Dusan Park was used there, where you bring him on for the big games, innit? That's right, because right now, that's all his hamstrings can allow us to use him for right now. So just bring him on for those games, and other than that, play him like in 70 or 30 minutes remaining of the game, because
I said that's what we should do with Thiago, to be honest, as well.
I think that's what you should do with Milner, to be honest. Right,
and I think, yeah, obviously, with this Alvarez situation, and the rumors of him getting of us like getting him in January, as I said before, I think J5's time is coming to an end quite quickly. I think.
Wow. Man, I'm turning on J5, man. Ballon d'Or.
Listen,
Fair place.
listen. With J5, yeah, I like him, yeah, I like his personality and everything, yeah. But on the pitch, he's declining before my eyes, man. The decline last year was mad, and
Even
this
on the
year
ball?
it's got and yeah, not on the but like it's not just on the ball, like defending wise, like people are just skipping past him, like he's just there, like he's like a cone.
He's
It's
never
so
been the
bad.
best defensively, though.
No, but I know what you mean. But he still was able to, do something. But now he's not
Shift a
even.
little bit, yeah.
And the thing is, he's been really overplayed, yeah. And that injury that he was carrying last season up until December, which he was playing through via I think it was injections to his back. I think that's like massively affected him as well. So it's time for him, yeah, to last year at London, enjoy London for the last year. I know Syria, I know Juventus, Turin is calling you. Have a nice trip there, my friend. Respective of the UCL.
Mazza.
Listen, I keep it
I like
straight,
J5, man.
I like him as well, but it's just that his time is up now, innit? Actually, sometimes you just need to have also, yeah. You can like a player, but realize the time's up, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah. And look at this guy trying to get us with name. Great name. Yes, I am a true Mancunian. I'm not falling for that, man. Like, come on, you gotta do better than that. Gotta do better
Pretty
than
poor
that.
attempt that we've had that one before.
That's just shocking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's as
not
bad as
good,
Arsenal
it's not
today.
good.
Like, that's not it. Goal says Dortmund not top of the table anymore. Hold that, Jez. You want to respond to that, Jez?
It's still like second or so.
There you go. You know what I'm saying title charge for their team. Black Diamond have sent you the link as well. Safe says, I'd rather United bag an FA Cup. The structure of the Europa League competition leaves a sour taste in my mouth. I don't care about the structure. Just win it. Is it ideal? No. It is the longest cup competition known to man. That's why they call it the Europa League, because it is like a league format. But in terms of the amount of games you have to play. So be it. We got to get better so we're not in that competition anymore. Well, we need to... I'm with the Europa League because one, it's a European trophy, and two, it gets you back into the champ. The top 4 thing. I think it's easier than Europa League's easier to win than United finishing top 4 this season. As bad as teams have been, I expect teams to get better. Liverpool, I think, will get better. Chelsea, I think, will get better.
At some point.
Yeah, City is City. You know what I'm saying Spurs are doing all right, and I expect them to be of a certain level. So that's what I'd say about
Spurs have got the attackers that will always bail them out, man. Like that front three is cool.
Hey, Finger needs to get it together, man. Son, innit?
Son needs to, but Son goes through purple patches, man.
The host in Son, bro.
Can't rely on Europa League. One bad match and it could be over. It's not a question of relying on it. It's backing yourself. You know what I'm saying? We have to back out. If Manchester United cannot win that Europa League, we are more in trouble than anybody thought. If we can't match what Frankfurt and Rangers did.
Bro, it's like what I said, Ollie got to the final, bro.
Yeah.
You're telling me Ten Hag can't win it? Nah,
getting people confidence, and I'm confident in this team, and I'm confident in the manager we have to go and win the Europa League. I was saying this before we went on this run. This was before Casemiro. I was saying this. Yo, go deal with that competition. We got to the final with a worse squad and a worse manager. Like, people forget this. Go look at that squad that we had, and then look at this squad. Look at what we've added. And look at the manager. Just this there. Look at the manager. Forget the players for a sec. Look at the manager we had that got there. That's a League 2 level manager. Go on, Ryan.
Just imagine you get to Europa League final and you've got the likes of Casemiro and Varane who have won countless Champions Leagues. You might as well give you that trophy before the game starts, bro.
Like, look at what we've added. You just mentioned there. We've added Varane. We've added Casemiro. We've added Ronaldo.
Bro.
We've added
Anthony
Sancho. We've added Anthony. You've got Martinez. You've got Malacia. There's probably more players who didn't play. You know what I'm saying? Look at the players.
Casemiro to United is still annoying me. Like,
yeah, no, I can tell. Hold that, Ryan. What are you saying, Black Diamond? No, you good?
You can hold that, Ryan. I'll be real.
Yeah, hold that. What are you saying, Black Diamond? You good?
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, man. Bless up. You good?
What up, OG?
Yo, flawless. Yo,
talk to me.
I don't ever get over gas. I know we in a rebuild. I know what we're going through.
Yeah.
But you see the fucking day, man. Today, my brother. Today that was sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
I tagged you on Twitter there. that Anthony goal was almost spiritual, my brother.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Absolutely.
I think I was probably on Rand's level, boy. We went hunting for these because Cam's that's my brother.
Mhm.
But you see, Eagle, Valves, and these brothers and them. Yeah, so I kind of I calm down now.
Big
So
up Igal
yeah.
in the comments if that's him.
Yo,
Yeah,
Black Diamond, I've never seen you this happy, bro. I've
It
never
was the
seen you this
thing is
happy,
it
Black
was the
Diamond.
goal was like it was spiritual in the sense of like it could have been Bell. You know what I'm saying? New signing scores the opening goal after all the smoke people was talking about him, and he's not going to do it in the Premier League. And that video of Don Robbie where he's talking, this is not go ahead, this is not Heravine. And I was like, well, I swear Heravine have got more European heritage than you, but we move. You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying?
was too much excuses, boy. Too
Yeah,
much
hella excuses. That's
excuses,
Arsenal for you, though, man. They've been like this.
right? You
They've been
know,
like this. It's
Eagle
always
was
excuses.
Eagle was totally pathetic on football terrace. I
No,
mean, chins up.
I seen the clips, but he was complaining about the refs. He was
Yeah,
complaining
man,
about
that's
Yeah, I
Igal for
mean
you, though.
he.
When
Hey,
does
It was
Igal
in the morning,
and
then.
Igal's
In the
in
morning, they
the
were
chat?
doing
Large up
clips.
to Igal, go to his channel. When does Igal ever give credit to the other team and say the other team was better than Arsenal? He's never done that.
Bro,
That's not
they
his
were
remit.
releasing
You
clips,
don't do
bro.
that.
But you see, probably on Sarcasm City, we get accustomed to a certain level, and we tend to be sometimes myself even excessively hard on Ryan. Because when you look at Ryan and his perspective of football and on life, and then you look at Eagle, my God, Ryan is a real G. Compared, take Ryan any day, every day, in 1,000 years, So,
Yeah,
but I'm good. I'm
yeah, man.
here,
Glad you're good. Yeah, man.
locked and loaded, brother.
You lot continue to get your questions in. It don't have to be on the United Arsenal. Just putting it out there that it was 110% a foul on Ericsson. I
it
don't
was
know what people are
definitely a
complaining
foul.
about.
Yeah,
I have
can I say
no
this?
idea.
There was a
I have
debate.
no
It was
idea. Before
so
you go, Jez, I'm
clearly
gonna
a
let you go.
foul.
I have no idea how people are saying that. What part of the ball did Odegaard get?
Bro,
He
it was
got
like I said, there were
nowhere
too close
near
of
the
contact.
ball.
He barged
Like,
him over and his leg went
what
into
are
him.
we?
Like,
I
there's too
seen it
close of
in
contact.
real time.
Oh yes,
And
Eagle.
I'm like, yeah, foul. You know what I'm saying? Ten Hag set up his team. Yeah, just hold that thought. One sec. Ten Hag set up his team for great for the counter attack. This isn't his full tactical system in display. Just imagine when he has his complete engine in flow. We're beating up teams for breakfast. Yeah, Arsenal are 3 years into their project. We're only 3-4 games into ours.
Yeah,
So I'm
we're 3
very
months.
optimistic.
Barely
Very,
3
very
months.
optimistic. 100%. That's all. So yeah, man. Therefore, go on, Jez.
Now, I just wanted to say, bro, it was like I saw the Don Robbie interview after the game, and he was talking about how this is like a Man United VAR decision. I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Because I remember, because he said it was at Old Trafford, and I said, yo, but we did the same shit to United. I think under Jose. Remember when we scored the goal? We scored a goal, and I think on the way to the goal, I think Son was hitting McTominay in the face. I remember that it's
I
kind of
remember
similar to
that.
that. It's
Yeah.
kind of similar to that where like a foul happened way behind that, and still like they called it off. It's the same type of shit, I would say. Like when there's clearly contact with the player and you didn't get the ball to trying to get the ball back. For me, it's a foul, and I don't know how you can tell me that this is not a foul. Like everywhere on the pitch, it would be a foul as well. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what the complaint is
And
about.
every Arsenal fan that's trying to say but the ref was shit against them. But the ref was shit against Man United too at times, bro. So like I thought the game wasn't ref. Like, I don't know, every game that Arsenal played that they don't get the result, it's always with the ref something. Like I never see a game that don't get the result and the ref is not mentioned. Like, I barely see it happen. What about your own bum? What about your own bum ass players doing the job, man? Instead of complaining the ref, bro. Like I know everybody's praising Gabriel Jesus for running around, but bro, Son does that too, bro. Like that doesn't mean like, oh, I think he was terrible? No, but why do I see a lot of people praising him for just running around and being a nuisance and they didn't win the game?
At the end of the day, these guys couldn't shoot the ball into the net, bro.
Yeah, Gal, we're gonna send you the link. Don't worry about that, man. We're gonna send you the link.
They didn't defend properly. Arsenal's defense.
For me, bro. Because for me, bro, like, bro, you're a striker. You showed us a striker. I don't care about all this pressing thing. Yo, put the ball into the net, bro. Like, all this running around, being a
His chest is
nuisance.
crazy for this,
It's bro, no, because well, Mitrovic does that. What he did today, Mitrovic does that, bro. So I don't know what I'm seeing this copy. He's just hyped for today. I don't get it, bro. I just don't.
Man,
The
them
front
saying
three,
they told him up the football. That's why he's getting
that's what I'm
hyped.
saying. That's why I said this, bro. That front three for Arsenal, God, push Jesus out wide and get a proper striker. Because like I just don't fear them as much as I don't just fear them as much, bro. It's a team that
You
has
don't
like a
need
proper
to.
nine.
So you're saying they should get Martinelli and Jesus and get a striker, basically.
I think he's a better right. I think
Yes,
he'd be better
yes.
on the right wing than Saka.
He's
I
a
think
better
more effective
wide.
on the right wing
He's
than Saka.
I wouldn't even say right wing, but I'm just saying he's a better wide player than a
He's
striker.
a better.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
better
that's
left
why-
winger.
better wide
He's
player
doing the
for
left
sure.
wing.
Yeah, that's why City played him out wide because I do think
Oh,
Jesus
right.
is
And he
a
was
good
very
player,
effective
bro.
there.
But yeah, like that was my thing when Arsenal were going in for him. I'm like, why not go get a striker? But their front, like I said, their front three was good today. They were bright today. Like they
Yeah, but
looked,
they were missing
yeah,
the
like,
catching, so.
but they got locked down by a better defense. But did they give us a battle? Yeah, like I enjoyed watching it.
Hence,
Like
good
was
luck.
Jesus fantastic? Like Jesus was like he was decent. You know what I'm saying? Like and Martinez
running
and
around.
Varane were in a get. Yeah. But the thing is, that's not me saying our defenders was bad. Che Adams did the same thing.
This is what I'm trying to
He
say, bro.
battled against
Are
them,
you
man.
seeing a
I'm saying.
thing? Are you
But this is
seeing
what
a
I'm trying to say.
No. Go
Here's
on,
the
Eddie.
thing, right? Yeah, you get the ball in creative areas, but what do you do with it?
Yeah, there was very little.
Do we give you the opportunity to even do something? The answer is no.
Bro, Martin
Jay
Odegaard as well. He
To
was
Barty
terrible.
to now Gabrielle. Hey man, welcome to a place that I affectionately call Pelicans Bay Correction Facility. Lockdown. Lockdown. Y'all got rec time. That's it.
Boom,
That's it.
boom.
Y'all saw the gate, thought you could run out the gate. Then the warden, aka Lissandro the Butcher, put y'all on your ass
Facts.
and went back to do what he had to
Cartel
do. for the rest of
Cannavaro and that. You know what I'm saying?
Cartel Cannavaro. And let's talk about Rolls Royce Varane. I'm gonna say it right now.
Rolls Royce Raphael, man. That's what it is.
Raphael, Rolls Royce
Yeah.
Raphael, double R. Right now,
Treble R.
he's
You know what I'm saying?
right
Treble
now
R.
he's double R.
You're not saying
He's
this transfer.
playing
Look at
like
Ahmed
the
Hayes.
best center back in the league. And
And
I'll say it twice. Raphael Varane is playing like the best center back in the league. He's
Talk
up
about
there for conversations. I'm
about
not
it.
saying historically what some of these other dudes have done. I'm saying right now, which center back is at their best. You can't help but include our pairing. Actually,
The parents a good partnership.
the pair is the best.
It's a good
I
partnership.
almost said it. But right now, you can't tell me for the last 4 to 5 games our defense hasn't been phenomenal.
Yeah, it's been A1. 100% it has been. Safe says Ten Hag's building his team on cohesion and discipline, not big names and accolades. Yo, the manager's managing. The coaches coaching. Something we've not had in years. This is all we've asked for is for our team. I can only speak for me, but Eddie has mentioned it as his Black Diamond. Compete. This is what I've said all the time. All I want my team to do is compete. Like that's it. Like legit. All I want my team to do is compete. Like that's all it is because we're good enough to compete. Yeah, 110% good enough to compete. Yeah, Cartel Cannavaro, I heard in the chat. I was dying.
Yo,
Yo,
Forrest,
that
I
is
need to
hilarious.
go now, innit?
Yo, Ryan, love every
Alright,
time. Big
Ryan.
up, yeah? Big up, fam. Every
No,
time,
no.
every time. Every time. You know what I'm saying? And as Ryan leaves, you know what I'm saying? More than an adequate replacement. A gal's in the building. Yes, a gal. What are you telling me? You good? Yo, gal. You.
I think
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, man. What you saying? You blessed?
My
What's
audio
going on, man? What you want to talk about, my guy?
Yo, what do you guys think about Arsenal, by the way?
You were shit. Next
Right, so
question.
Eddie thinks you were shit. What I will say is, I thought you.
I had Arsenal win the league.
I thought
Yeah,
you was good in part. So I thought from the start to the 20th minute, like we dominated because we had like 74% of the ball or something crazy like that. Then you lot came into the game, and then literally from that point up, even with our goal being scored, up until you equalized in the second half, I thought you lot were the better side, but without creating too much. Like you lot had more of the ball, but really huffed and puffed. And then the changes changed the game as well. Arteta made mistakes.
Yeah.
Ten Hag got decisions correct. And why you lot went for the high line, I still don't know. I'm saying I'm still lost. My mention is because Ronaldo was on the pitch, so I thought maybe you could push
I had
push
a
the
lot of
lineup.
time.
But yeah, go on.
You guys do your thing quick. Once you're done, bring up Adam's comment. Just once you finish.
Yeah. I started already, fam.
No
I
worries.
started already.
No worries.
Yeah,
Lewis,
got you.
man, I see you, man. You're breaking records right now on your channel.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
Wait. What records before you continue with Gal? What records did you break? What happened, Lewis?
Like I'm seeing him having like what is it, 1,000 plus almost 2,000 people.
See,
it's been a good summer, man.
It's what you know what it is, because I'm just Lewis plaudits, because you know how highly I rate you as a content creator, and that's just normal settings and that. You know what I'm saying? That didn't even surprise me, but it is massive.
Bro, 2,000 people in your chat. I haven't seen that from Lewis.
Yeah, that was fucking
that's
crazy.
But it's deserved though. You one of the best. I say this all the time. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit aside.
Right
you one of the best out.
Yo, what
content creator better than Lewis. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm just back. What record are we speaking of?
No, we're just saying about Lewis having like 2,000 people, 1,500 people watching his channel recently and that on a regular basis. So we're just giving him credit.
And you know why is that, right?
Because he's one of the best.
It's proper. It's proper.
Oh no, apparently to some, man, I'm just a Havertz hater.
No, but
a man scored fucking. Bring the comment up, please. Bring the comment up.
Yeah, because you want to get there already. I did star it, by the way.
I fucking hate sad shit like this. Player stands is what's gonna kill football, and there's bullshit like this. A man's talking like get Havertz's biggest hater to speak on his first goal in 6 games. He showed you. No. Are we gonna act like the last 5 didn't happen? Or fucking 1 goal in his last 14 overall games. 1 goal in his last 6 league games. It's stupid. The guy came off the bench and he played well. I don't even want to sit here and criticize. Then you come up with bullshit like this, like he wasn't taking deserved criticism.
Lewis, were you at the game?
It's ridiculous.
Nah, he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Brother wrote his own eulogy coming
Bro,
here.
the guy came off the bench. He had a good performance. It's because he got benched as well, because he was allowed to play through poor form. And then he came on and he used it as motivation. We should be praising it. But because we got bullshit player stands like this guy, it starts becoming a fucking agenda thing and people have to get defensive and everything. He deserved every bit of criticism I gave him. I don't take shit back. But he played well, and I'm glad he played well. Let's enjoy the win without this bullshit.
Yeah, so before right. Good night again.
1 second, bro. Let me just.
I was saying no.
Did the same thing that Havertz fucking did for the last 5 games.
I was saying something. I was saying something.
Gonna get to a gal. Go on.
Yeah, I was saying something just before Lewis interviewed. The reason why Lewis will get such views, and I have said it before, and he's one of the very few youths that are really big up, because I sense the boy has greatness in him. You see, when people start to speak the truth, when people start to move agendas and apply logic and sense, removing emotions, you're going to get a strong following. But it's a balance, because then again, you have other people who will talk a load of emotional bullshit, embarrass themselves relentlessly, and also have a following. Like Igal. I respect what Igal is doing. It is frightening that he has that level of following that level of ideology and BS, but kudos to both of them. Lewis brings balance to the madness out here. And Igal, you may not know me. I know a lot of you. I've seen a lot of you. So, welcome to Sarcasm City while I'm here. I look forward to your contributions, my youth. You talk.
Go on, Igal. What was he going to say? Go on.
Okay, I don't know if that was a compliment or an insult, but
it was. Don't think too much about it.
It was. Yeah. It's just.
I'll take it as a
compliment.
I'll take it as a compliment.
It's OG style, but yeah,
it was a compliment.
Yeah,
coming from me, it is a compliment.
Yeah, go on,
bro. And then Lewis, I was gonna say, I didn't watch the Chelsea game like the whole 90 minutes, but like when I seen the ending, if I'm not mistaken, the reason why Havertz got that goal is because the whole team was pretty much pushing, and it wasn't just like that. Could have been anyone that got that goal.
Bro, it was just he finally took a chance.
Listen, he just
Like,
put the goal in the
fuck
net.
me, man.
The board.
How
the
long have
board
I
is
been
on the
waiting for him to
floor.
score a
Holy
goal?
fuck.
Yeah.
And then all this
Yeah.
for some stupid Havertz stance going, hey, he fucking showed you today, didn't he?
Fair enough.
No, he finally did his job. He finally earned his paycheck for one fucking week.
Yo, 5 weeks of dead
Standards in this
performances.
club are in the
For 5
absolute
weeks of
bin,
dead
and
performances,
player
man.
stands like this are an embarrassment. I swear down.
Let me ask you this though: Did West Ham get robbed?
Oh
don't
yeah,
care.
they 100% got robbed. But you know what? Them claret and blue bastards can hold that. I hate that club with a passion. I don't give a shit about them. Every time they get a jammy win against us on some bullshit, I don't care. We literally got fucked over by VAR 3 weeks ago.
Preach, my brother.
And
So why do
also,
I care? The game is the game. Hold that.
and
But
also,
I have one question.
One
I
sec,
have
Black
one
Diamond,
question.
hold up. Black Diamond, hold up. No, let it go.
I
Go
know.
on, go on.
final thing, Flawless. You said I don't give people credit. Since when do I not come after a team beats us and I say, you know what, fair play to that team?
All right,
but I
let
got
me
this.
reiterate then. I've never seen that in a big game where Arsenal have lost and there's not been, yeah, I give this team credit, but something. I've
No,
never
but
seen that from you personally. If you've done that, I stand corrected. I'm wrong on that. But I'm saying what I should have said is I've personally never seen that. I've never
Man
seen Arsenal
City, we
lose to
lost
Spurs.
5-0.
No, I've never seen you lose to Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, and you've ever gone, yo, we were bad, props to such and such. There's always, yeah, props to such and such, but I guarantee I even spoke to you. I've not seen any of your tweets. I don't know about anything streams you've been on your streams. I guarantee you, yeah, there's a but somewhere. United played well, yeah, but guaranteed there's some excuse in there rather than United got it right, Arteta got it wrong. That's what it is. Nah, I could be wrong here, but we'll soon find out. But every time we've interacted or I've seen you talking about Arsenal taking a loss in a big game, there's always a yeah, but.
No, but there's always, you know what that thing is?
Go on, Black Diamond. Now let him go, man.
Let me elaborate. The reason why you always hear the but is because when you're in a panel setting and you're doing a match reaction,
yeah,
the thing that gets you the most heated is what everything else. You might start off by saying Man United scored their goals, they took their chances. Rashford was on. Rashford was good. Eriksen proved me wrong, and he was outstanding. Like I can run through all the things that I have to talk about my opponent, but the thing is, reality is, people are not there for me to gas up the opponent. They're there to tell my opinion on what I thought about my team's performance. Therefore, I tend to stick to that over speaking about the opponent as much. I tend to speak about the opponent more on like panel shows when we rather than a match reaction.
Yeah, but here's the thing with that. It's not a question of what they're there for, which I understand the audience. What I'm saying is the excuse is built in. Like, so you can praise the opponents and then say Arsenal weren't good, but there's always a yeah, but there's always an excuse in there.
But that's for
everyone. There isn't for everyone. No, that's what you do. Because when I'm recapping, because I be on panel settings and that, if United are just bad and the other team are just better, I'll just call it as I see it and say we were bad, they were the better team. There's no excuses. There's no with me. That's just me personally.
Release me.
What's that, Black Diamond?
There's no excuses. Like I always come on and say there's no excuses, but this is what I thought about this situation.
Okay, then so I stand corrected then. Like I stated, that's why I stated initially. I've never heard you say well, it could have happened.
Today,
you've been
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Go on, let him go today.
You're not the better team though.
No. The whole better team thing is calm. Like if you believe, I'm not one step, Black Diamond. Let me go. If you believe Arsenal were the better team, that's cool. I'm not even gonna argue you down about that. You know what I'm saying? In that you were the better team for large parts of that game, in terms of keeping possession and moving the ball around. But in terms of creating, you didn't create too much.
We created chances. We just weren't clinical.
What clear-cut chances did you create?
No. When you say clear-cut, you mean shots on target, right?
No. When I say clear-cut, I'm saying chances you look at and go, yeah, you should have scored there.
That's clear-cut. There was Odegaard and Saka had a moment where they had back-to-back wide shots. There was obviously the goal that was disallowed.
Sorry, that second one broke up.
In the second half, I felt like there was also the ball that was played to Martinelli that was overhit. There's numerous chances that we had. We just weren't clinical in the final third.
See that? There wasn't. If they're numerous, tell me them.
No, I just named 4.
Yeah, you named that. All right. So what was the
He
first
named-
one again?
The
Let's
only
run.
one
Let's
that had a bit of legitimacy to it.
yeah.
Is the
So
header.
let's
That's
so
it.
let's run through this. What was the first one? Did you say? I'm trying to remember. off the top of my head.
back-to-back shots from Saka and Odegaard inside the box.
Okay, what was the Odegaard one? What was the first shot? I'm trying to remember to jog my memory. What the
No,
chance
they were
was.
back-to-back shots. Odegaard
Yeah.
and Saka within the same phase of play.
Yeah. But no, how did it happen? Like, how did it set up? I'm trying to remember this what happened. That's why I'm asking. Like, do you remember the build-up play? If you don't, that's cool. I'm trying to remember the build-up play.
Honestly,
Yo,
I
Black
just
Diamond
remember-
getting
I
feedback
just-
from you, my guy. Mute
I
yourself
just
when you're moving,
remember.
my
I
guy.
just remember the shots, and it was in the second. It was in the second half.
Okay, so we'll give that. So that's 2. I need to double check them. 'Cause I can't remember. And what was the other 2?
Let me just find it because I'm.
No, what was the other 2 aside from that? So you
I
said the
need, I
Saka
need,
and
I
Odegaard
need to
shots.
jog my memory. Just 1 second.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to. Because I don't remember Arsenal having a. I remember the Odegaard one. I think in the first half when he skied it. That's the only one I remember. I don't remember any of the chances where I go right. He should score there. The Saka shot went wide. That's a good when he turned Malacia. That was a good strike. I mean, that was a good turn. The strike wasn't too good, but that's not a chance where you go, he should score. If he scores, that's an amazing finisher or a keeper mistake. That's when I say, what did you create? Clear-cut chances. That's how I decipher a team being created. How many chances did you create
What
where you
about
go, he should
Martinelli's
score
header? Martinelli's header in the first half.
That's the only one I'm willing to give you guys credit for.
Okay, Martinelli header in the first
That's
half.
it.
1. We'll give you that. So
Martinelli's
Martinelli header
header.
in the first half.
Odegaard's shot in
Odegaard shot where he skied it. I agree with that one.
51st minute.
He should have done better.
After Bukayo Saka also shot in the 51st minute.
Okay, so it's in the same. So that's free. So we'll give you that. That's free.
Early in the first 8 minutes, you had the William Saliba shot in the first 10 minutes. It was a really, really close chance, but he shot it wide.
Yeah, he shot it wide, but it's not a chance you look at and go, Saliba should score there. You weren't pulling your hair out going, should
He
score.
was in the penalty box. They
were taking lottery ticket chances
it was a shot
from the edge of the box.
Nobody looked, apart from you, nobody looked at Saliba and went, Saliba should be
score.
scoring that.
That was the first shot of the game that we took, and I'm saying to myself, that should have been a goal. That should have been a goal.
No, I disagree that Saliba should be scoring that.
I'm looking at all the chances that Jesus took. I'm not counting any of them because I feel like all of Jesus.
So that's what I'm saying is the fact that we're struggling goes to show we're not creative. If you were not creative, if you were that creative, you're picking from 1 step before you go, Eddie. You're picking from 7, 8.
I just gave you 5. I just gave you 5 chances that I felt like they were right in the middle of the box. That were clear.
I disagree with 3 of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
The 2 Odegaards in the header you agree with.
I think the Odegaard, one of the Odegaard ones I need to remember. The first one in the first half I agree with. And the header. The goal itself count you can throw in the mix. Because you scored the goal.
That's 4.
Yeah.
But realistically, Arsenal had 3 shots on target the entire game.
So that's 4.
Yeah, because we were not clinical.
No. So that's 4 in
3
90
shots
minutes.
On target.
Wait. Black Diamond. That's 4 in 90 minutes. That's not good enough.
This is my
problem.
Exactly.
One sec, Eddie. Just last point on it. To be dominating a game and you create 4 clear-cut chances, I'm looking at my team and going, my attackers, that's not enough. On a scale of 0 to 10, none of your attackers played 7 out of 10 or more. That's not good enough. For all the possession you had, so that goes to show your attackers didn't do the business. How are you creating all these clear-cut chances and none of your attackers were 7 out of 10 or more? But that's my point. You know what I'm saying? And that so we arguing it, so we agreeing on the same thing. Like I said, your attackers didn't create. If your attackers are creating all these chances, how come none of your attackers were a 7 out of 10 or more?
No, I feel like we did create chances. We just weren't clinical.
Okay, so were any of your attackers 7 out of 10 or more?
No. But understand.
No. Answer the question. Were any of your attackers your front 4? So you have your 3 and you have your 10. Were any of your attackers on a scale of 0 to 10 in your eyes 7 out of 10 or more?
No, because
so yes or no? Okay, so no. So then, how are you creating all these chances, but you want none of your attackers are 7 out of 10 or more? That don't make no sense. There's no one who's creating chances. So if Odegaard's creating, I guarantee if Odegaard had created 4 or 5 one-on-ones for Jesus, you're here talking about he's playing at 8 or 9. So you can't do that. No. My point is, if Odegaard had created 4 or 5 one-on-ones for Jesus. I'm using that as an example. You'd be here talking about how good a passer is, Odegaard is, and how he got robbed of assists, and how he played 8 or 9 out of 10. So you're telling me you created these two things do not add up again. You're telling me you created a lot of clear-cut chances, which you didn't, but none of your attackers played 7 out of 10 or more. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That doesn't logically make sense. I can't explain that any clearer. It doesn't. That's like saying, right, we were defensively solid, but none of your attackers got 7 out of 10 or more. United was defensively solid. I'd probably give all our defenders bar Malacia a 7 out of 10 or more. Malacia will probably get 6. This is logic. This is how you. Yeah. And that was because Saka was good up against him, to be honest. Saka caused problems.
I think my man wants to go, so let him go and then I'll wait.
Yeah, even without a goal in it. But yeah, go on, Eddie.
So here's my thing. My idea of a clear-cut chance is something that actually makes the goalkeeper work. Okay. You can't blast it over the bar and consider that a clear-cut chance. That is the problem with your squad, and it will continue to be the problem with your squad until you address it. You have no killers in that front three. You have a Man City reject, and you have 2 products.
He's not a Man City reject.
He's a Man City reject. If they liked him, they would have kept him, but they didn't. They let him go.
Bro,
those are the facts. That's not conjecture. That's not whatever. The same way that Raheem Sterling is a Man City reject is the same way.
That is ridiculous. Raheem Sterling's a Man City legend.
Relax.
He's a reject. What do you want me to tell you?
Reject. He's
such a legend. He's such a legend. They did not keep him.
Losing sight of it, Eddie. Carry on talking about the game.
But again, to the game. You have no clinical finishing in your entire team. You have goals that are created from your team play. But if I give one of your players an individual matchup, they cannot win. That's what I've seen from your team day in and day out. Jesus, I think that was put in the chat. He put in a Lacazette performance. You press, you distribute the ball. You have made that brother a defensive striker.
Who?
Jesus. You've made him a defensive striker.
This is so reactionary. This is so reactionary.
It's not emotional. It's the facts.
No. You said reactionary.
Your whole take is based off today's performance.
Yeah. What am I supposed to go off of? FIFA 23 or something? What do you mean?
No, there's been 6 games, and you're saying based off today's.
When you played the championship sides, I'm supposed to take some stock into that.
No, did you hear what I said?
That's why I responded, because I heard what you said.
No, the way you're acting is as if everything else that's happened this season is forgone, and you're just taking today's game.
I'm speaking on that because it doesn't amount to much. It doesn't amount to much because the same Arsenal club was, from what I remember last season, had so much for your rivals who were in first place with about the same amount of games to go. Now that the situation has flipped, every single one of your players is so far world class. And here's the thing that I love the most about today.
Bro, speak to me.
I'm speaking to you. I'm not speaking to anybody else. I'm speaking to you.
No, but
here's the thing that I love. Let me just finish this point. I'll let you respond.
I haven't said.
I'll let you respond. I'll let you respond. I'll let you respond. Okay. Here's the thing that I love today. We found out that when Gabriel left his hairline in Turkey, he also left his game. That was the best part of today. To see that man get done up by Rashford, our worst attacker, especially on the pitch, was a sight to see. So to Saliba, I'll give credit. Saliba on multiple occasions throughout that game showed me that the hype was real because he was put in a lot of dangerous positions. And he took it on the chin and he competed. Gabriel, I don't know if that brother knows which touchline he's on. I'm going to be clear. I legit don't know. Ben White is a joke of a defender. And to your left back, Zinchenko, the other Man City reject. Sheesh. They told me to fear that man. And I see him, and I just see Sancho having his way. I see everybody who I want to having their way. to Odegaard, I don't really care for him. But your squad, as it's constructed right now, you have been left to dry by the Cronkies. And I am a person who watches the NFL religiously, studies American football religiously. I know the absolute ends that the Cronkies will go to make their team actually competitive. And what they are using your club as is a joke. It is a joke. So the state of Arsenal after 6 games is exactly what I thought it was. Your players are exactly what I thought they were to begin with this game. You hold no fear in our hearts. You're not that team. 15 out of 15 is not an achievement. It's business as usual for clubs who aim to do things higher. This game was just a reminder. So that's where I'm at. That's not emotions, that's logic. You guys got exposed today.
Okay, first of
You got exposed today.
First of all, first things first, right?
Go on, go.
Gabriel Jesus has scored 3 goals this season, and has also, I think he's also contributed an assist, right? And in a game today where he was relatively quiet, and of course he was doing more build-up play. I get where you get your analysis that he was playing as a defensive striker, but the thing is, today's performance, we didn't have many chances for him. He took a bunch of his chances from the left flank. Some of them some of them just outside of the box, and some of them and a couple of them inside the box, but they were relatively low XG chances, very difficult to even get on target, let alone score. Those weren't realistically good enough chances created for him to score. Now, overall, the team, did we create a lot of chances? I think we have created a lot of chances, but they're half chances, which we didn't actually capitalize on. So in the sense of what you guys were saying, you didn't create a lot of chances. Yes, we did not create a lot of clear-cut chances that led to shots on target, but we created enough chances where I could say I can point out moments in the game where I felt like we could have done better to capitalize.
Chances, yeah, that's fair.
Right?
That's fair. I agree with that. That's fair.
When you say stuff like, "Oh, all your players are world class," your United fans are doing this right now. Ericsson's world class after today.
Here's what we'll say. But here's what we'll say.
One second, bro. You let him speak a whole.
I did let him speak. You right. You're right. My bad again.
I
got
my bad.
So Saliba, deservedly so, is getting applauded. If you know, no Arsenal fan right now has been giving Gabriel this status that he's on this level, because Gabriel has been looking shaky as of late. Ben White, he's been playing as a right back out of position, so we give him a little bit of leeway. Right, the midfield. Everyone knows who Lokonga is. Lokonga's young. In my opinion, last year he was not ready. This year we have to see if he's up to scratch. Xhaka is Xhaka. He just gives you 6 or 7 out of 10s. I don't think he did anything bad today. So he is who he is. Bukayo Saka scored. I thought Martinelli's goal should have counted. And Jesus, we've already covered him. So when you say the state of the team and the Cronkies have left us in a bad state, I get you. 100%. We should have signed a midfielder. I'm with you right there. We should have probably signed a winger. We didn't get it done. The people running the club didn't get it done. I think the Cronkies have passed on the torch to the people running the club, and they are making poor decisions at times, right? And I agree with you. I watch NFL also, and I can see to the extent that they benefit the Rams, even to the point where they're taking draft hits and losing picks at times. So I get that, right? Now, moving on to this, bringing it back to the whole delusional fans and everything. I feel like this is just an easy cop out to make fun of Arsenal fans in general, because there's a lot of social media fan from every fan base that say
That's
delusional takes and everything.
Release me.
That's fair. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna go with it, but that's fair. I got. No, I'm agreeing with you on that. I agree with you on that.
And finally, from Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, probably the 4 clubs with the biggest social media imprint, you're going to see the same level of madness from all of our clubs. I've seen crazy takes from United fans saying stuff like Anthony's going to be a superstar. There's nothing wrong with saying that, but we haven't seen enough yet to say that. Right? You got people who are saying Malacia is going to be the future. You can be optimistic. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, somebody's going to take your optimism as delusion. That's just how it is.
No. That's fair. What you're saying. The reason why I was going to cut you off there is because that is an easy thing to do, and I don't like that. I agree, it is a cop out. Because when I talk to people and people be like, "Well, United fans say this." No, take me on what I said. I'm very specific on what I say. So go back to me on what I said. That's why with you, Agal, or if I'm debating with anyone, if it's Ahmed, I'm gonna say what you said. I'm not gonna talk about your fan base. I'll ask you if you agree with your fan base, but yeah.
And as content creators, we say a lot of things that people disagree with, and
Absolutely.
sometimes,
Trust me, I know.
Sometimes they stick with that. Like for example, Lewis earlier with the Havertz stuff. You probably have some stuff that people get at you about. We've seen Saeed always gets into stuff. You probably know about that. Obviously, you're speaking to him today about him getting onto United Arsenal fans. He must have loved it. But,
yeah. Absolutely.
Here's what I'll say.
So wait,
let me just. I'm gonna let you cook, Dundad. I know you want to.
I've been waiting 15 minutes to cook, Jed.
I know. Please, OG, please just bear with me for like 5 seconds, and I got you. I'll get it right back to you. To your point, when I bring it up, it's because it's time to. Whereas if we had lost, it would be your time to bring up some of the delusional takes that you've heard. When I speak to you, and then I speak to the Arsenal fans who are in the chat, because there are some Arsenal fans in the chat. But because I want this conversation to go smoothly, I'll speak in a manner that includes you as well, right? I have delusional takes. You have delusional takes. You just got this one wrong. So me speaking on you getting this one wrong about your team is not an indictment on you as a content creator. It's just me speaking in the context of this discussion. And so, like I'll say, when I speak to the delusions of your fan base, my only gripe is this. You all should be protesting as much as United fans are protesting every game, but I don't see it. That's my only gripe with Arsenal fans. If I go back and forth with Arsenal fans, it's because of the game that I just watched. I don't have anything personal to say about y'all. I don't push it that way. My views on your footballers are just my views on your footballers, nonetheless. So it's nothing personal.
Shout out to Prime, and sorry to cut you off, because Black Diamond, I know you want to go. Shout out to Prime hating on Sterling per usual. Hey, see, man, Prime, just say with your chest that you're not a fan of Sterling, you don't rate him. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff when we was on that, and you're like, yeah, I rate him. Like, yo, man knows when you don't rate someone. Just say it with chest.
Even with Prime and Sterling, I didn't cook Prime about his Sterling takes.
Yeah, his Sterling take is horrific.
And I'm not even the biggest Sterling fan, but I've seen enough to say, okay, you know what? He's doing his thing.
It's horrific.
That's what it comes down to. It will always come down to what I see on the pitch. And what I've seen on the pitch from Arsenal and in Arsenal fans. Now, are you not an Arsenal fan? So I'll include you. The majority of Arsenal fans are okay with what they see. But when it goes south, it's everybody else's problem, right? It's the referee didn't do this. It's the Premier League didn't do that. When in actuality, the scraps you've been given are just not good enough. That's what it comes down to for me.
Yeah. Black Diamond, you there? I don't know if he's there. He'll be back shortly. Raheem Sterling also has 3 goals this season. Assist, big deal. This is what I was talking about.
I see free agenda, man.
This is it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go on, Black Diamond. The floor is yours, yo. Keep it clean, fam. You know what I'm saying? Keep it clean.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it clean.
Yeah, keep it clean, please. Yeah.
Thank you for letting me speak too, OG. I appreciate you having patience for me. Thank you.
Sometimes it's not about patience. Sometimes it's about when you have a certain train of thought.
You want to keep it
and delaying it. But I just want to say a few things. If you look back, sorry about that. If you look back earlier in the chat, I would have made a comment that to me, Anthony's goal, and this is what I tagged on Twitter, Flawless. And if you see the context in which I put it, I said Anthony's goal was almost spiritual.
Yeah.
Eagle jumped in the comment and said he would not have come on until I made that comment.
Yeah.
Right? And I will say this. People reap what they sow. all fan bases have delusional fans. Now, Igal made a comment, and I want you all to remember the comment.
Yeah.
He started off by saying that he normally is not seen online giving teams the credit they deserve because he spends his time bantering other people that banter him. And YouTube content has multiple
say that,
clips.
man.
Let me finish, sir.
Let him land the girl, and then you can
Don't-
respond.
don't- I am
Yeah, go on.
listen to
My
me.
diamond is cut, man.
No, but that's
Yes,
plainly
I'm calm.
incorrect.
I'm calm. Everybody got
No, but
time to
that's
talk.
plainly incorrect, my friend. I never
Yeah.
said bantering. I said I
Let
focus
Igal,
on my
please
team.
let him finish, and then you can correct what he says if you
If
found
if,
something.
if you don't like the terminology bantering, in essence, what you were saying, you would not give clubs the credit they deserve or teams because you'll be responding to other delusional takes that other people would have made about your team. It equates to the same thing. You see, all right, you're supposed to be an OG as far as I know. I believe it's about 30, 32, 31, 32, sir.
I'm 31, yeah.
Yeah, you're so right. You're OG, right? And what I'm basically saying is that a lot of times since you came on here, you have been humble, you speak logic, and this is the side of you, and this is what makes Lewis great, and this is the side of you that I could reason with. But yet, as an OG, you tend to get emotionally invested and fall to the level of delusional youth, and hence why you clipped up with Spurs fast come outside, this one come outside. On Sarcasm City, you deal with a highly intellectual acumen, a level of people that debate facts, not agendas, not even banter. That is the level of OG you're dealing with, my brother. So I don't deal with disillusionment and these kind of things that, yeah, we're going to blame the refs and yeah, we were robbed. Let me be real. United, Ten Hag has inherited the worst EPL United team in EPL history. That's facts. You all have been building for 3 years. This man has been building for 3 months. So I'm not going to get super hyped. But the victory today, it was beautiful. And it says a lot. I'm only hopeful that Ten Hag gets as long as Arteta, and you will see what real footballing is. Right now, he's adapting. He has a disjointed team. Part knows his philosophy, the other part doesn't. But I am not going to be on the bullshit and the disillusionment to make the type of comments that you just be making otherwise. Tonight here, you have been excellent so far, and I give you kudos for that. In the right arena for logical thinking and putting emotions aside. And that's me.
Fair
Okay,
dues.
I
Go
think
on.
you have an impression of me based on the clips and little things that you see here and there. If you've ever spoken to me, or you'll know that if we're bantering, we're bantering. But if we're having a serious conversation, I can have a serious conversation. It's not always about just trying to point score and be silly. Also, when I said come outside, Tottenham fans, that was a Southampton Tottenham match reaction where I spent 45 minutes by myself speaking to Terry, and not one Tottenham fan came on the stream. And it was used out of context against me every single time Tottenham won a game and Arsenal dropped points. So it was never actually me making fun of Tottenham fans for finishing anywhere like that. It was literally
Mad.
It was you getting emotionally
I didn't
wild.
do that. No, I didn't even know that.
bro.
That's mad.
I didn't even know that. People
never
use that
said
all the time. Yeah. They set you up with that. I didn't
That
know
clip
that.
have thousands of
They
views
set,
where
yeah,
the
they set
guy
you
is
up. Why
getting
did you
on.
never?
He
A
got
gal.
done dirty.
Yeah, you got done very day. Why did you
It
never?
is
Why
what
have
it
you never
is.
tweet? Why have you never
He
tweeted?
was
No,
more
the game's
emotional
the
than
game.
Mariah
I get
Carey,
it.
brother.
No. He
Mad.
wasn't
It is.
emotional.
It
The
is
thing
what
is,
it
He
is.
was
he was.
super emotional.
No. He was telling no, but what he's saying makes sense. If he's on the stream and no Spurs fans are on the stream, and he says, "Spurs fans, where are you? Come outside." That's not. You know what I'm saying?
It's 45
that's
minutes
fair.
where I
Yeah,
spent on
that's
the
fair.
stream by myself.
No, that is just one
No,
incident. I have
Igal,
been looking
Yeah.
at this
No,
guy
I
for
know
Igal,
you
2
got
years.
more, but it's fine, man.
Brother,
Like it is what it
brother,
is.
no,
they
Igal,
use the same clip every
Yeah.
time.
No, but Igal, I
There's
watched
more.
that
There's
stream.
loads of clips.
But Igal, I
Bro,
watched
I've
that
never
stream.
seen
You
come
said
outside Tottenham fans more than
you
once.
said no, but you said come outside Tottenham fans, and you started calling out all the delusional stuff they quote unquote said.
Yeah, because they.
But here's the thing: it's not just the gal when it comes to Spurs fans. I'm watching the terrace today, and the homegirl Jess is talking about what Spurs fans are doing, like that really even matters.
Exactly.
What the Spurs have done in the last 60 years, like it even matters. It cannot be an Arsenal thing to point to the failures of Spurs when you fail.
No,
Because
bro, it's not about.
if we're being honest, and I'll just say this one point, I'll let you go.
Okay.
You have not done what they've done in the modern decade. Like they have been to a Champions League final. They have competed at the highest level of the Premiership for at least now 5+ years. You cannot banter them the way you have after every loss, because every loss is either you or her or somebody else speaking about where the Spurs are at, like we really give a damn. That's what I think Dundada might be getting at.
No, that's what I'm saying, Eddie. That was just one.
That's one
They
thing.
are virtually hundreds of clips.
But I'm lost at the overall. Like, what's the overall point of this?
Oh, I think for us, it's like
what we talking.
Y'all got to learn how to take these L's.
Okay, that makes sense because
y'all got to learn how to take these L's.
Why we shouldn't be talking about like what Gal's how he's responded to other stuff.
No. I think it's just to paint the picture. It's not to.
Okay.
Again, we're not targeting. I don't want it to seem like we're targeting Igal, but Igal is the only Arsenal person on this panel.
Yeah, I hear you.
So usually, like even if you and I go on somebody else's channel, we end up having to speak for all the United fans. That's just the cost of doing business, in my opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like we just have to speak up for our group because it's like you can. It's like you know how we said you can make fun of my family, but I can make fun of my family, but you can't.
Yeah.
When it comes down to that person, like if you got a cousin wilding out, they gonna ask you, "Hey man, what was your cousin doing?" You got to come over. You got to plead the case, right?
Fact.
And so that's I think all we're getting at with this regard. But it's like he's the only one on the panel. It's not like we're targeting him at all. I think that we're just having conversations. I hope you don't feel that way, Gal. But I think we're just having Arsenal, Man United conversations.
So Flawless,
chat to me.
Just your opinion on this. And if we have any empirical data to back it up in these players' careers, so do you think that Thomas Partey is an overall better footballer than Casemiro?
No.
Okay, no. There's a comment this guy made yesterday, so I just bringing that to the fore.
Yeah,
so.
I hear that, but you have to realize is I understand what a gal's doing. I get it. I understand what a gal's doing in this content creator space. I get it. A gal knows what to say. What is one of the 48 laws of power? Stir up waters to catch fish. A gal be catching so much fish. Like in Forrest Gump, when everyone else gets wiped out and Bubba and Forrest Gump go out and they just cleaning up. That's Igal. Igal knows exactly what he's doing.
Much fish.
A gal goes viral weekly off of it.
As much fish as he would catch, he will get as much corn.
Yeah. What I don't get, but he understands the con that comes with it because con creates controversy, and he's not stupid. The guy knows football. I've spoken to him. He knows ball. But what I don't understand is people who fall for it. If you're in content creator space for that, and you enjoy that, because people enjoy that mess. People enjoy that, and people going back and forth and all that. Personally, not my cup of tea. But it depends on what you like. But the guy knows what he's doing. He stirs up
people also enjoy it. People also enjoy like exactly what you did to Don KJB. That's me.
Different folks, absolutely.
And I'm saying, if I'm in a space, now he might not recollect because I was in a space with him over a year ago. If one-on-one mano, he will get a Don KGB from me. I'm telling you. I'm not just talking about what he does out there. But in this space, in Sarcasm City, we have the city lock.
Yeah, well, he knows this because he's been over here before. The guy knows this.
Well,
He's been over
well,
here.
he never met
He's
me
been on the
apparently.
No,
basketball
he's not met
stage
you.
too.
He's not met you before. But what I'm saying, he's been over here before, so he knows what it's like. He'd be in the comments. This ain't a gal's first time over here. We've had debates before. He knows this. He's been over for agendas, etc., etc. He's
I
like
think
I
he's
said,
a Toronto
he
fan.
knows.
if I'm
Yeah,
sure.
you're a Raptors fan. Like he knows what it's
Yeah.
like. My point is he gal stirs up water to catch fish. He does this. Like I don't know what law it is, but it's one of the 48 laws, and he's not the only one who does it. And I don't hate on it. Like each to their own. Like however they create content, he knows what he's getting. Like when he said Arsenal have a title winning defense, a gal knows this bullshit. What's crazy is people fall for that. And when I argue, he knows that's don't make no sense.
Yeah, my point is my point is this
A gal
exactly.
knows
No, but bro,
110%.
You have to
make
you
no
have to
sense.
choose who to
One
go to
second.
war with.
Yeah,
One
he
second.
knows. But the thing is,
Choose your battles.
before you go, Gal, he's not.
One
The thing
second.
is with a gal, he's
One
not
second.
atting people that. He's just
Let me-
tweeting
let
that and
me-
saying
let-
that. But yeah, go on, Gal.
Let me respond.
Yeah,
The moment you say potential, it doesn't put a timeline on it. So I could. The
That's
moment
fair.
you say potential
fair.
title
gonna let
winning
you go.
defense, that the potential is as long as those players that I mentioned are still around.
What was
You
the
didn't
four?
say you didn't
Wait,
say
wait.
potential.
Even if
No,
he did
no.
say, so let's
I
say he
did.
did say potential. What was the
You
four?
didn't.
What was the four?
I did.
No, Gal, forget that. What was the four?
I said potentially looking at the players that we have. I included Gabriel,
Gabriel,
Tierney, Ben
Tierney.
White,
Yeah.
and I also said looking at potentially Saliba coming back also, and
Okay.
Ramsdale. So those were
Okay,
the
so
those
so
were
it's
Not
the
to-
Ramsdale. Wait.
not
So
to
it was
interrupt
I'm
you
just
too
trying to
much. Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
go
gauge it. So it was Ramsdale, Saliba, Tierney, Ben White,
and I was
and
looking at
am I
their
missing- and
age.
Gabriel.
I was
So
looking
that's-
at their age, and I
Okay.
was saying based on their age, they're all like between 24 to 25, and some of
Yeah.
them even younger. What's to say they don't improve and continue on the level to potentially get
Because
to a
all right, so
level
here,
where
here, so
Can I
here's
ask
where-
one question
yeah, you
before it
go.
goes,
Yeah.
fellas?
You go ahead. You go. Go.
Because again, two that we got.
Get your
You're
question
a
off.
Raptors fan, you go?
Yeah, I'm from Toronto.
Okay, no, Millie, because we got another Toronto dude. My dog Millie's in the chat. He on Toronto time too.
Yeah. No, I'm in the UK, man.
Oh, you're in the UK. Okay, for sure.
Yeah, but I was born and raised in Toronto. That's why.
Okay, there you go,
Oh,
Millie.
sorry.
Because no, my boy's in the chat. So
666.
my thing is a deep question because if I'm being honest, I thought that Tierney would have suited this game more than Zinchenko because Tierney knows how to be physically imposing at his position better than I would say Zinchenko does. Do you agree with that, or what's your thoughts on that whole back and forth? Because Tierney, from what I've seen from the Aller.
The reason why Zinchenko was in the game was to help the midfield.
Okay, so do you think, but going forward, like you speak on potential, do you think there's more time for Tierney than there is Zinchenko, or do you think Zinchenko is going to be the first choice moving on from out?
Listen, you don't notice Zinchenko as much having to help out the midfield if we have either El Neni or Partey there. I feel like the fact that we didn't have El Neni or Partey there, he needed that extra body to help out in the midfield. And you've seen early in the game, Zinchenko was really tucking in to the point where he was in the halfway line receiving the ball where a midfielder would.
Yeah, no, because I think before the game, I saw the right side of your spine. And when I say spine, I'm including Lukonga to Ben White to I think Martinelli as well. They might have all played on the same side. I believed that team, that was going to be the side we exploit. And so with the Zinchenko thing, my thing is this. What is Tierney there for if Zinchenko is going to be the end-all be-all? Because he's not going to be the one that wants to stick around to be on the bench.
Listen, let me ask you this. Do you have squad depth at Man United?
I would say in
Barely.
certain positions.
Barely, but yeah.
Not all around.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is Thomas Partey reliable fitness-wise?
Oh, we say number 5 on over here. I wouldn't say so.
Okay. So don't we need somebody to then put him on the bench?
Yeah, so okay, I guess another point
That's what we've done with Kieran Tierney.
Do you think your DMs are good enough to withstand the entire season and be there?
No, but I'm answering your question with Zinchenko first.
Yeah,
That's why we've done what we've done.
Okay, but back to the point because we're losing sight of it. Like, because what I said in regards to that, there was nothing to suggest that title, that those 4 players you mentioned were individually or as a collective when you look at their partnership wise or whatever centre back pairing that
This is where age comes into play.
No, but even adding in age when you
Even
look at it,
age.
no, even when you add in age from that, let's add in age when we're looking at youngsters, there has to be something youngsters have done
But
to go.
know-
You
you
are
know
going
what
to
I
be a
said
title.
For example, I'll tell you
Hold
this
on.
right now. For
No,
example,
but
I'll
you
tell
know
you
when
this
I
right
said
now.
this?
No
I said
United
this
fan.
after the
He was
Leicester. I said this after the Leicester game, I think,
Okay.
where
My point.
where we kept a couple clean sheets, right?
Yes. My
You
overall
had
point is, Gal,
Ramsdale at the time.
you know
You had
what
Ramsdale at the time looking statistically was probably on a purple patch, and he looked like one of the better keepers in the league at the time.
And that's what that is. You just said it there, purple patch. You are a very clever guy. You know football. You know how to word shit. You have got this thing on lock, and this is not me taking a shot. I'm not gonna give away the whole game. You know what I'm saying? But you are very smart in doing what you know what you're doing by saying that. That's my overall point. There is nothing logical. There is nothing logical to back that up from a partnership standpoint. Anyhow you want to throw those 4 together. There's nothing logical from a part or individual. None of those were stars like in their teenage years, and you go, right, he could be the star. None of them were. Not a one of them.
was.
And even when your coach Saliba wasn't.
No, but
Saliba wasn't. No. Hold on.
on.
Let me respond. You said Saliba was. No, Saliba was not. He was. There's a difference between
why he
sought
got
after
loaned out.
and being a star. If he was a star, you're not exactly getting loaned out. I'm talking about hype around players. Like Mbappe
No,
was
Saliba
someone.
had the hype around
He
him.
did not have
before
that.
we
He
bought
did
him.
not have the hype. That's why you man loaned him out. No.
Flawless.
Was he sought
Flawless.
after? Was he a
Bro.
looked at? Was he a looked
Bro.
at youngster? Yeah. He
Bro,
wasn't looked at.
Saliba
He's
had
not
the hype
Mbappe, man.
when we
Mbappe
first
had the
bought
hype,
him.
fam. No. Mbappe had the hype. So when I say hype, I'm talking that.
Tchouaméni
Mbappe
has
had
the hype right now.
Tchouaméni
Nah,
players.
flawless,
Jude Bellingham.
flawless.
Wait. Before you go,
Flawless.
Prime. Jude Bellingham has that hype. Because Jude Bellingham was getting mentioned when he's 16.
No,
Number
but
11,
this
who I don't
leads-
want to
this-
talk about, had that hype. Don't do
No, but
this.
this leads into what you're
Go on.
saying.
Go on, carry on. Prime. Come on.
When Arsenal bought him like 2 or 3 seasons ago, he was touted as the Mbappe of centre backs, and then he was loaned out straight away.
Yeah.
So the hype died out when he went over to France. Also, to lead into this title-winning defense thing, Igal said, is when they went on a run of clean sheets, and he was saying the defense of Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel, and Tierney, that being a title-winning defense. And that's when everyone came for you because it just wasn't true. And you were trying to argue against it. But then you twisted it to say potential, and now you're twisting it again to say Saliba added in there.
Right.
When it wasn't originally. Again, I watch the terrorists consistently. And I also watch other channels as well. I know what's being said.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, this is not factual. It is an opinion. So my greater concern is, okay, Arteta has been there for 3 years. This is his 3rd year. So during his 3rd year, he finally has a defense that could potentially win the title in 3 years. So we're going off of that opinion. Now, I've taken Igal at his word, and he said it very humbly. And I will take him at his word as to yesterday. Number 5 has not played, or number 5 has missed 42% of all Arsenal games. Yet he's a better total footballer than Casemiro. So you see, this is about opinion, and then opinion tends to go into emotion whenever challenged in a logical manner, because that opinion has just been debunked.
Let me know when you're done, okay?
You go, brother.
Okay. I was asked, both fully fit, would you take Thomas Partey? I said yes.
That was not so, sir.
No.
If I have to find the clip,
hold up. What did you say? What did you say? You was asked what? Say that again.
When Terry asked me to clarify Partey and Casemiro, he asked me specifically, when fully fit, you would take Thomas Partey over Casemiro, and I said yes.
Of course you would. Of course you would say that, because you're an Arsenal fan and you're a gal. Of course you're going to say that.
No. But let me break it down to you a little bit deeper.
Go on, break it down. Okay? Go on.
Passing wise, progressive passing. When it comes to passing range, when it comes to under pressure, when it comes to dribbling ability, when it comes to actually being part of the building out the back, who would you rather have, Thomas Partey or Casemiro? Because when he was at Real Madrid, Casemiro was actually moved away from the actual build-up play, and they used more of Modric and Kroos to help build up the play.
Okay.
You know that type of player.
No,
All
but
right,
that's
all right. So let me. I'm gonna respond to that first.
Simple
I'm
clarity.
gonna
I guess
respond to
it's
that.
simple clarity real quick.
I'm gonna respond to the first point of that. Who would you rather have on the ball, building attacks, Casemiro or Modric and Kroos?
No, of course you're gonna have Modric.
No, that's
and
not a
Kroos.
shot at him then. So we can't say that's a shot at him. You can't say he can't do that because we've not seen him do that. So that's
No,
unfair.
but even Real Madrid kept him away from that for a tactical reason because they know
Yes,
under
because they
pressure-
have two of the
under pressure-
best. No, because they
under
have two of
pressure-
no, because they have
under
two of the
pressure,
Egal, no, because they have two of the best in the world picking up the ball. This is
Exactly.
where you fall
Okay, so
down.
this-
This is where I don't fall
Does
for
that
you.
not make his job easier?
No, what do you mean? Look at
What?
Okay.
No,
All right,
let me ask you a
let me
question.
go. No. He's not pivoting out of this. He's not
All right, you
pivoting
got
out of
him.
this.
Yeah, get him.
Who do you want picking up the ball off your defenders if you're Real Madrid? Casemiro or Modric and Kroos?
Of course, you're gonna have Modric and
Modric and Kroos,
But
exactly.
if you have Thomas
So that's what it
Partey,
is.
you'd be willing
No,
to
you
let
don't
him
take.
do
If
that.
you don't. No, if Thomas Partey is there, no, you are not having Thomas
Thomas
Partey.
Partey is one of the
You're
best
having. So
dribblers.
wait.
Next-
So you're
next
wait.
to
Agal,
Thiago
okay, so let me ask you a
Number
question. Then,
five,
Agal.
number five.
Let me ask you a question. Then you're managing Real Madrid. Your midfield options are number 5, Modric and Kroos. Who do you have picking up the ball off the back for?
You would.
No.
have-
Answer the question, fam. It's a simple question.
It's-
You
honestly,
are Real
listen,
Madrid manager. You
you
Real
don't-
Madrid
you
manager.
don't- you
You're
don't
mid. Wait, let
pick
me
and
land.
choose.
Let me land. I'm making
You don't
this.
pick
I'm
and
making
choose.
this very
Everything
clear.
is
No.
based on the scenario.
I'm making this very clear for you. I'm making this very clear so you can't pivot out of this. You're
Okay.
Real Madrid manager. Your
Yeah.
midfield is number 5, Modric and Kroos. Who do you want picking up the ball off your defenders, off your
The
centre
most
backs? and
progressive
fullbacks?
passers on the pitch.
No. Answer the question. Who do you want? Do you want number 5, Modric or Kroos, fam? It's that simple. There's nothing.
course
There's
you
nothing
want
else
Modric and
needed.
Kroos. It's not even a
Okay
question.
then. All right. So
But
all
what's
right.
the- but what's the-
So the reason why I asked that question, it's not a shot at Casemiro that he wasn't picking up the ball off the Real Madrid defenders. That's not a deficiency in his game. It's the fact he had 2 players who are the best in the world at doing what they do. They had prime
Beautiful.
Modric and Kroos. If you have prime Modric and Kroos and you have number 5, or you have Casemiro, or you have any other DM in the world pretty much picking up the ball, you're an idiot and don't deserve to be in football. If you had Rodri there, who is quality, if you had Rodri there and Rodri's picking up the ball off the back 4 over Modric and Kroos, something has gone terribly wrong. This is not what we're doing in that. But this again is what you can't do. Like, I'm not falling for the hokey doke. People will fall for that hokey doke. That's nonsense. But of course
Flawless,
you're gonna
flawless.
pick
You know
Partey.
what it is?
Of course,
Flawless, you
man,
know
it's
what it is?
ridiculous.
Igal, when you said that, Terry brought up the stats, and Casemiro's still better at doing that than Partey.
I'm saying,
And then you're
before you
Once
continue,
again,
Cam said it
once
there.
again,
Forget
if you
best in
compare
the
the
world, bro.
stats to an Arsenal team,
Arguably
the Real Madrid team,
best of.
let's
Wait,
be
hold on.
honest.
Forget all that. Arguably the best of all time. So all I'm saying is just
Who's the
Casemiro
best
maybe.
of all time?
No. He's saying one of the best of all time in Modric and Kroos
Modric.
in terms of doing
Talking
what they
about
do,
Modric.
generational. You know what I'm saying, but you would have Partey picking up the ball off him, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Also,
But anyways,
by the way, when Partey was at Atletico Madrid, he wasn't playing the ball out the back. It was Koke.
No, he wasn't playing. in
Koke
team.
and Saul.
It was Koke and
Thomas
Saul.
Partey-
Igal.
Thomas Partey
I'm
was
someone
not
who rates
doing
Simeone
something.
highly. I watch Atletico Madrid, so I know
That's
what
not what I'm
about.
talking
It was-
about.
It,
I'm not
it is
talking
'cause you're
about his
talking.
whole entire career. He's
No.
used as a 6 now.
you were
talking
talking.
about
But
that.
again,
So are you-
let's not pivot off the point because the original point
Okay,
Gal made
look,
was who
you
was
want to do
better.
this?
Who
Let's
was
do
who was
this.
yeah?
Let me
Who was
explain
better?
to you.
No.
Let me explain
So
to you.
no, but
We're
get the
arguing
first
two
part
different
out.
things. There's no
No.
point of having this conversation any further because you're arguing something.
No. We're not arguing.
Let's
two
get
different
ready
things.
to rumble.
No. We're
No,
not
no, no.
arguing two
You're
different
talking about
things.
two
No.
completely different things, bro.
No. I'm about to say what you just said. So how are we arguing two different things? Your point, your initial point of why you would take number 5 over Casemiro is because he's better on the ball, and then you're backing that up was Casemiro wasn't doing that at Real Madrid. But now I debunk that. Now all of a sudden you don't want to talk about that because you know that's nonsense. But there was no one there who obviously saying this. If you have Modric and Kroos in your team, Modric and Kroos are picking up the ball off your back 4. I don't care who the
And how
numbers. I
come-
don't care who the other DM is. I don't care. There's
And
no
how
other
come-
DM in
and
the
how
world.
come-
Maybe
and how
Kimmich.
come- and how come we talk
Maybe
about-
Kimmich. Like,
and how
come
come
on,
we
man.
talk
You smarter
about-
than that, gal, man. Like, this is
And
not.
also-
Let me ask you this: Who's
No,
better?
hold on,
Who's better between Thomas
Hold
Partey?
on.
Hold on.
One second.
How
One
come-
second. Stop.
Go ahead, Bright.
Hold on.
Stop.
Hold on. How come we talk?
Yeah, you do your thing.
We're going to talk about Casemiro at Real Madrid because he had Modric and Cruz, but we can't talk about what Partey was doing progressing the ball at Atletico Madrid, which he wasn't. It was
Partey was the
cocaine
best
solely.
dribbling,
Okay,
but he was
forget
an
all that.
8.
That's
He was an 8
nonsense.
when he was
Just
a
for
Let's get
my
back.
own
Let's
purposes,
get back to the
I gotta
original.
ask a real-
Let's get back.
Oh, so
real
now he
quick
was an
question,
8.
bro.
Now
Yeah,
he's an 8.
Just a real quick question.
Go on.
Sorry for that, bro. Just
Yeah,
a
go
real
on.
quick question. Do you think number 5 is a better progressor of the ball than Casemiro? Okay.
full
Okay,
stop.
he does. So his reasoning behind that, I have no issue with him thinking that. What I debunked was the reasoning behind that. The reasoning behind it was stupid. The actual idea is cool. What we should say is we haven't seen Casemiro do this because he hasn't had to. It's not a part of his game he's had to use. Now we're about to find out about it, but he
Right.
hasn't had to use it. To me, Casemiro's already impressed me with his range of passing because I didn't know that he could ping. I seen him ping a ball in the Leicester City game with his
Yeah,
left
the
foot. and I
last
was like,
game he
"Rah."
was going crazy.
Yeah,
And
to
I was
Bruno.
like, and somebody said in the chat, someone was like, he has that in his locker. We've just not seen it. People have different weapons. Same way people didn't know Benzema could score goals. But it's about changing and adapting your game. People thought Benzema couldn't score. All of a sudden, this ain't no shock to me.
At some
People-
point, he was considered a bum.
But Flawless,
Yeah.
Casemiro,
Can I just
Casemiro
say one
also
thing
does
quickly?
it. Casemiro also does it for Brazil. If you
Oh, see,
follow
'cause
Brazil,
because I don't
he
follow
has
Brazil.
that in his game.
That's
Exactly.
where I hold my hands up and go, that's to the chat. But go on.
He
there,
does
Gal.
it. He does it with Brazil.
But go on there, Gal. Carry on.
So you're going to use Casemiro in this system as your lone 6. Am I wrong?
Maybe. I don't know. It might be a lone 6. It might be a double pivot.
Even if we do, he's
It'll
giving the ball to
It
Eriksen.
will probably be it'll probably vary between the two, I'm guessing.
You know
That's
what?
just me guessing. New manager, I'm not sure in it. New manager, who knows in it? But it's been kind of a double pivot at times with McTominay and Eriksen, and then Eriksen might play at 8 and then Bruno will drop in, so it's mixed. But we'll find out over this next before the World Cup, we'll know. But go on, carry on.
But Flawless, he also said something.
In that,
Flawless also.
one second, bro.
Let him
One
go.
second,
Let him
bro.
go, Black Diamond.
In that 6 role, right? Your initial target was Frankie De Jong, who's a person who can progress the ball and carry the ball.
Black Diamond, I got this.
Who does not have the defensive capabilities of a Casemiro. You've now shifted and you've brought in a more defensive midfielder in Casemiro. I get it, right? You've addressed it and you've seen that you need maybe more steel in that team. But what I'm saying is, if you had to pick between Thomas Partey and Casemiro, just as a 6, obviously based off what they've done in their career, you're gonna pick Casemiro 10 times over. I get that, 100%, right? But right now, if you have to pick between the two players, who's going to be playing in the way that a 6 is currently being played in these possession style games, where you have a Rodri, where you have these kind of guys who are able not only to play in that defensive role, but they're also able to carry the game and progress the ball and carry the ball and also pass the ball, and they have the wide range of passing that I don't think Casemiro has.
Okay, see, you just said it there, Key.
Yeah,
Don't think.
man.
Wait. Now, before you go, Black Diamond, don't think. That's cool. But you can't say for a fact that number 5 is a better progressive passer because we've not seen it.
Flawless. You know what it is, Flawless. You know what it is.
You've seen Thomas Partey's
No,
passing range.
hold on.
No, not number 5. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Sorry to go. I'm gonna let you go in a sec, Prime. I'm talking about Casemiro. We haven't seen if Casemiro can progress the ball very well on a consistent basis. You know why? Because he hasn't had to. He hasn't had to. But what I will take is deficiencies if he does have deficiencies in that game for what he offers defensively. And when you mentioned there about we was going for De Jong and Casemiro, our midfield's bad that we needed both. We need both of them. Our midfield was lacking everything. It wasn't just a De Jong or just a Casemiro. We needed
I'll
both.
say something after you, Flawless.
No, wait, hold on. Wait, Jazz, hold on. You know what it is? Because what Igal's saying about Casemiro, I know for a fact he doesn't actually watch him. Because back in when Real Madrid won their first, I think it was maybe one of the three-peats, or maybe it was the one with Ancelotti when they won the Champions League. I used to think Casemiro wasn't that good either. I actually watched this guy progress over the next following 2-3 years when they were in that three-peat phase. And the qualities this guy possesses on the ball, it's only a shame, really, because he played with Casemiro and Cruz. But the qualities this guy possesses on the ball, it's a disrespect to compare him with Partey. Let's just be honest. This guy's one of the best DMs.
Let me jump in here now,
Casemiro is well known for not being the most accomplished player on the ball. That is
No,
that
he's
is-
not.
Excuse
No,
me,
he's
sir.
not.
Can I say?
Excuse me.
Hold on,
Jez,
one
I'm gonna let you go, Jez, but
Ah,
that's
okay,
that's
okay.
just incorrect. That's just
Also,
incorrect. He's not
also,
Let
got
me
no
murder
fucking
people
also,
then.
Jez,
Time
John
to
Dada,
murder
John Dada,
people
hold
then.
on.
That's
John Dada,
incorrect.
I know you really want to murder him, but just one sec. Jez, because you are Ghana fan, and we talked about Partey at Brazil, him progressing the ball. Can we speak on what Partey does for Ghana? Does he progress the ball? What he does for the national team?
No, he plays a completely different way in terms of how he gets used to. Like for Ghana, he pretty much plays like he used to for Atletico Madrid. Where like at Arsenal, he plays completely different. Like there's two different things, so I can't really compare it. But really much when I talk about Casemiro, it's actually a myth that he on the ball isn't as good as people say he is. You just don't see it on the because you have two of the best people on the ball that you want to have in midfield.
Literally on the
Why do
planet.
you-
Because
why do
he's
you-
such
why
a
do you-
demon at
why
taking
do-
the ball away.
So, like for him, why do you want to add extra work to him when you have two guys that can do the work because you got to remember what he does, the other two doesn't do, and what the other two does, he doesn't do because they know exactly what each other have to do. They know their roles, and that's why you don't know until you see it.
Hey,
And
boss, I'm gonna hop in the chat. I'm gonna
Love.
step out real quick.
Love
big
it,
up
no
Eddie,
shit.
bro.
I mean, love Eddie, love.
Love Eddie, bro. I'm looking literally at the numbers.
I'll be
bro.
back though. I'll be back.
Yeah, come.
I'm literally looking at the numbers, bro. The numbers aren't even far apart from each other when it comes to progressive passes, bro. So it's a myth, bro, that Casemiro doesn't progress the ball. It's a myth, bro. You just say that you don't watch Real Madrid in the league 34 or 38 games per week, bro. Every week.
Thank you.
Let's be honest. Nobody in here watches Real Madrid every
And
single
you know
game.
what?
Only in the Champions League, bro. Only in the Champions League we all watch Real Madrid.
And
We
Jez,
see most
that is
hype.
110% fair. But like I said with the gal, and this comes back to my point.
Yeah.
I don't know if he reads the book, but it's like the law was written after him. Stir up waters to catch a fish, man. He's one of the best at it. He knows what he's doing when he says that. He knows what he's doing when he says that. Because when the evidence, when it comes to actually backing it up, there's no substance to it. Because what he said wasn't actually that wrong. What I'm saying is the reasoning didn't make sense, which lets me know the actual original point makes no sense. Because when it's like, he didn't do it at Real Madrid. There's two players who had probably the best duo on the planet at doing that. Why would he be picking up the ball? Whoever, let me reiterate this again. Whoever that third midfielder is at Real Madrid is not picking up the ball over those two, unless it's a Kimmich or somebody like that.
Honest,
It's somebody
you know
else
what?
in that bracket. Yeah,
it's like people not giving Busquets the respect he deserved because he had Xavi and Iniesta.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Prime, let me step
yeah, go on,
in,
Black
man.
Diamond. Yeah, go on, Black Diamond.
Yeah, because Flawless, you said it there that he catches fish.
Yeah, man.
But we need to put up a public disclaimer that there's no fish at Sarcasm City. It's only corn.
The thing is, Egal knows that though. That's why
it's
Egal
only
don't
corn,
pitch.
right?
No. Here's the thing is that's why Egal don't pitch up here. He'll do that on Twitter.
Because I will tell you, I agree with you when you say the gentleman is clever.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about Terry would have brought up took him up on the task with the Casemiro and number 5 comparison. However, he also did it on an extreme, and that stream did not factor in anything. Flawless always says a player is as good as he is available. When a man misses 42% of the games, and then the other games that he played, he was not at 60% optimal level, then the argument falls apart. So he cleverly brought in the part what Terry said, but he did not bring in the isolated incident again on another stream, and he was just busting up his mouth talking a lot of bumper clatting, but Partey better than number 5 better than Casemiro. These things are based in fantasy. It had Little Red Riding Hood, and then it has Eagle's story, and putting in potential. You're talking about a side being young and having potential. After 3 years being under coach, he has built a team that has potential. Again, is an opinion. But at your age, OG, I think you could be potentially crazy. But
he's not crazy, man. He knows what he's doing. And Cam says it here before we let Gal go and everyone else. This is like saying, why didn't Benzema score bare goals in the front three with Ronaldo and Bale? You're the third wheel in that front three for attacking output. You're very important to the balance. Literally, Gams, spot on in just another area of the pitch. This is spot on. And that's why I used it before you said it. It would be like saying, why didn't Benzema pitch up with 25, 30 goals a season, and you have Ronaldo, and you have Modric, and you have Cruz, and you have Bale. That's how, from the outside looking in, and not watching them and no context and be like, what's Benzema doing? But if you watch the games, you know how important it is. And that's what it is with Casemiro. But like I said,
Okay,
God
one
knows what he did.
second.
But go on, again. Go on, again.
Casemiro makes up for his deficiencies in certain areas with his absolute world-class ability when it comes to defensively, right? But let's be honest, at times when you're playing against teams that are also level to Real Madrid and that are able to hold on to possession and are well organized and are good attacking teams, that's where Casemiro strives. He's able to break up play consistently, and he's be able to then get the ball and progress it and get it to people around him. But in my but from what I've seen,
his deficiencies?
Wait, let him
as
go.
a number
Let
six?
Diamond, let him go. Let
No,
him
he
go.
didn't mention it.
Let him
He
land.
didn't
Let him
mention
land.
it.
One second.
No, let him
One
land.
second. But from what I've seen from Casemiro, he's not the most astute on the ball. And the way that currently you have a guy like Rodri, or you can look at even the target that you originally wanted, Frankie de Jong, and currently Thomas Partey, who's been transitioned away from the 8 position into the 6 position as a lone 6. He is better and more equipped on the ball, under pressure, and overall as a ball progressor, and has a better passing range than Casemiro. So when you guys keep saying these things that I'm
Miguel,
not,
the stats don't
Let him
prove
go.
that.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let
you
him
guys
go.
keep saying these things that I don't have
Let
proof
him
of.
go.
Statistically, you can have better numbers in a team like Real Madrid in comparison to a team like Arsenal, where yes, he's only played what is it?
Then look at his numbers at Atletico Madrid.
But we're not looking at
Look at his numbers at Atletico Madrid.
No. But even forget the numbers. What I will say to that is, we haven't seen him. We have not seen him do this for you to say he's not good at it.
Bro, we've seen Thomas Partey perform to a high level.
No. So you don't even listen. Casemiro, I'm talking about. We haven't seen Casemiro do these things to say that he's not
and
good
you know
at
what? Casemiro, you will need to manage his minutes. That's why you have
no, forget no. We're not bypassing that. Hear what I'm saying to you. You've just stated Casemiro is not good enough on the ball for this, and that, and picking up the ball and progressing the ball. How can you say these things when we haven't seen him do this? We haven't seen him attempt to do this. So tell me, what evidence do you have to back this up? Because Modric and Cruz do that role at Real Madrid. So apart from you being an Arsenal fan and you stirring up waters to catch fish, which I fully understand, there is nothing to back this up. There is no evidence, because this is not a role he's ever done. Tell me when he's attempted.
Listen, the comparison originally started based on Thomas Partey's passing ability in comparison to Casemiro. Are you telling me that Casemiro is superior to Thomas Partey in the passing?
I'm saying we haven't seen it. We haven't seen him try and be superior. We haven't seen it. So we're talking long. Are we talking about
haven't
long
seen
range?
it? Then how do we?
Again? So we say I don't know. No. So if you haven't seen it, you know what you say? I don't know. That's what you say.
Okay. So then why is what I'm saying ridiculous then?
Why? Because you don't know, and you're making a point. You're trying to say
no, but you can't bring any evidence to say dispute what I'm saying.
Wait, no.
I can.
No, forget that, because we're gonna pivot off it and that. No. I don't want. Sorry to cut you off, Prime. I don't want to pivot off it. What I'm saying is, I don't know. I haven't said that Casemiro's passing range is better than number 5's. I've not said that. You said his passing range is better, but I'm saying, how do you know this and we haven't seen Casemiro have to do that? You don't know if Casemiro's had that in his locker, because that's not been a part of his game. So all you needed to say was, I don't know. But rather than say that, because you know that's not going to stir up waters, that ain't going to catch no fish, you're going to say his passing range is no good and not of the levels of number 5. But you've not seen
exactly.
That's like you saying no. That's like this is the exact same thing. Hold on, let me land one thing and I'm gonna let you go, guy. That's like saying this rapper's better than that rapper, but you never heard rapper A is better than rapper B, but you never heard rapper B on track. You've never heard him on track. You've not heard him spit a lyric, but you're telling me rapper A is better than rapper B because that's your guy and you like him. It's the same shit. All you had to say was, I do not know, because you don't know. Because it's a role you've already admitted he doesn't do for Real Madrid. He doesn't do for Real Madrid. So what are we talking about?
Exactly. So what are the deficiencies? The deficiencies that exist in his head.
No, you wanted to respond. You wanted to respond to something else I said. But
okay,
go on.
First of all, Flawless.
Yeah.
You keep saying this thing that I'm just stirring the pot. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, believe that Thomas Partey is superior.
Okay, all right. It's right. No, if you're gonna say
footballer,
quote me right, man. Stir up wars, man. Stir up
wars
to catch a fish. Wait, that being said, side note, before you go, this ain't even football related. Have you read the 48 Laws of Power, or do you know about it?
I've heard about it, yeah.
Okay, have you seen any of the laws? Wait. Have you seen any of the laws?
bro. No.
Okay, now I'm just asking. Go on, carry on.
Okay.
Carry
Now,
on.
I'm gonna head off. But before I head off, I'm just gonna say this whole Thomas Partey Casemiro thing. If you guys are gonna first, then gonna bring up Real Madrid. You're gonna bring up all these things. I'm just gonna wait because come the end of the season, we will see what I'm talking about. Because
See?
at this point,
That's
at
cool.
this point, it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I do. It's almost this is your opinion and that's my opinion.
Rest in peace.
Whatever evidence we bring to the table, we're gonna say that we haven't seen it from him at Manchester United. But what I've seen from him at Arsenal, Thomas Partey, his ability, and what I've seen from him in the 8 position and how it's transitioned to the 6, we know that he has the dribbling ability. We know that he has the progressive passing ability. We've seen the passing range that he has. We've seen him.
What?
Okay, no, let him go.
We've seen Thomas Partey under pressure.
Let him go.
Thomas Partey under pressure. We know that Thomas Partey is press resistant.
Okay.
These are things. These are things that some of these things don't apply to Casemiro.
No.
I've
not said that. Okay, here's the thing is I'm gonna just dispute all that with Thomas Partey. Everything you just said there about number 5, I've not said you are wrong or not dismissed. I haven't doubted. No. Let me land here. I have not doubted that man's ability once. I've not slandered his ability once. I've not said he's not good at this, he's not good at that, he's not great at this, you're wrong on this. No. The only thing I've debated is you comparing him to Casemiro, and you don't have enough evidence. That's all, and that's a fact. You don't have enough evidence because you've admitted yourself. Because
I'm comparing the abilities.
I'll let you go.
Of the two footballers.
Your original, because your original statement was the reason why his progressive pass, Casemiro's progressive passing isn't good, is because Modric and Kroos were picking up the ball. But because I sliced the knife in that, now it's changed. But that's all I'm saying is I've not disputed anything about number 5 in terms of his ability. I'm just saying you do not have enough evidence on Casemiro's.
I've always said we're comparing the 2 players' abilities.
Okay, abilities on what? Yeah, but passing range. But if we're comparing 2 players' abilities, we have to have big enough sample sizes.
Okay, so
we have to have big.
What is that sample size? So I can come back to you when
we don't have a big enough sample size. Yeah, this season.
What is that sample size?
This season we can run off. We can run off this season.
Okay, so you want to?
You're claiming that now. No. But you're claiming it now rather than just say I don't know. Rather than that.
No, because I genuinely, from what I've seen already.
You don't have it, but of course you're going to go with that with his time at Real Madrid, because when he's not getting on the ball, we've established.
No, but then you guys are the same people trying to bring the statistics of him at Real Madrid.
I've not brought up any statistics.
Okay, maybe it's not you, but it's Prime.
Okay, no, wait. That was Prime. That's why I didn't want to pivot, because this is why I wanted to have the conversation so things don't get misconstrued. I'm very particular with what I say. I haven't brought up no stats. This is why you've not disputed anything I've said. There's not anything I've said that you've disputed, again. Not one thing, because I'm bang on about this, because I see through all the nonsense.
You're just saying wait until we get more evidence.
Sample size, yes. And what's wrong with that? Wait.
We don't have any evidence.
You're not disagreeing with me, but in the same breath, you're saying I'm twisting it.
No. Again, no. Again, no. I'm saying big enough sample size to see who's better. What are you twisting? Your original argument was, and I'll repeat this again because I just stated this, Casemiro wasn't getting on the ball at Real Madrid because he wasn't good enough. But then when I pointed out, and I asked you the question, and you agreed with me that both Kroos and Modric, we would both have them picking up the ball. That got dismissed, so now it's changed. You tried to point it out as if that's a bad thing.
No,
that's not a bad thing or a slight on Casemiro. That's Modric and Kroos, 2 of the best ball-playing midfielders of our generation. Of course, they're going to pick up the football. I've not disputed anything you've said about number 5. Nothing about that man's ability. All I said was big enough sample size. You tried to say number 5 had better passing ability and a better passing range than Casemiro. So then I disputed that, and when we haven't seen Casemiro have to tap into that. So it's all guesswork. Rather than just say, I don't know, you ran with what you ran with to stir up waters to catch a fish. Because you're a gal, and I understand it. I get it. Go on.
Okay, I'm just gonna move on, because I feel like we're going in circles. I'll wait until we see enough of a sample size, and I'll come back.
Yeah, that's
fair. At that point, we'll have the evidence to show.
Yes, because evidence is what backs up. I say we make opinions based off of evidence. I think this player is cold because of such and such, such and such, and such and such. I've seen this player play 20
Is there
games.
anybody here disputing Thomas Partey's, whatever you guys want to call him, ability?
ability. See, that's a whole different conversation, and that's nothing to do with that. Just because I think Casemiro's a better player doesn't mean that I didn't rate. Here's a finger guard that will shock you. Even though number 5 should be on, he should be in jail. He should be in jail. I wanted him at Manchester United. When you signed him, the summer you lot signed him. That's how highly I rated him. I wanted him at Manchester United. But yeah, go on, Prime.
When the summer Arsenal bought him, he was being linked with us, and it would have resulted in us having to sell Jorginho. I was against that because how his ability on the ball is nowhere near as good as Jorginho's for one. And you comparing his Partey's decent on the ball, but you comparing him to Casemiro, saying he's better than them, is extremely overrating and overhyping his ability because he plays for Arsenal.
Thomas Partey is a better passer, better all around on the ball than Casemiro. He's
not. Thomas Partey is not even better than Jorginho on the ball, and Jorginho is nowhere near Casemiro.
That is true.
I'm shocked. I'm flat.
Igal, you can be shocked all you want. Igal, your statistical Igal. The stream you were on with Terry, there was statistical evidence he brought up to prove Casemiro's better than Partey, and yet you're still trying to run this. This is redundant.
Again, because Egal, and here's what I'll say: if you have a choice between the two, 9 out of 10 people are picking Casemiro. Make of that what you will. Right for you will. It's not a debate. And if Casemiro's wearing an Arsenal shirt, you would pick him too. Casemiro, but I understand what it is.
If this was the other way around, right, Arsenal fans would be saying Man United fans are overhyping an injury-prone midfielder in number 5. Yeah, United had just bought Partey now. This is what you'd be saying.
I get it, man. And the thing is, Egal knows it and I respect it, and it makes great content. Look at the show we've had. So thank you, Egal. I know this. When I send you the link, I know what I'm getting. I know this, man.
Bro, I feel like you're that's like sneak dissing almost.
That's not sneak dissing by saying you're excellent at what you do. Okay, if I thought you was bad, I wouldn't have you on the channel, fam. Trust me, there's certain people who can't get the link. I'll say it in that. Like, that's not sneak. That's not sneak dissing. Like, I legit think you are. Like, one, your knowledge is very good because when you talk outside of Arsenal, and 2, you are brilliant. Like I said, stirring up waters to catch a fish. You do it. I see you every week do it pretty much. At least once a fortnight, you go viral. And I'm like, right, God damn, you got him again. Hit record after hit record. I know you're doing is the same lyrics, but changing the beat. You like Jordan's fam.
He doesn't.
You like Jordan's.
So brilliant.
You brilliant, man. You Jordans with different.
He's so brilliant. He doesn't recognize a compliment.
Yeah, like I would never sneak this you ago. That's not my style. I don't do that. But I genuinely believe that's what you do. Because there's no way that you think that number 5 is better than Casemiro, logically. Logically, I don't see that. That's not a debate. When they was at the Madrid teams, that was not a debate. So how come when one's at Arsenal and one's at Manchester United, now all of a sudden there's a debate? Because one's at Arsenal and one's at Manchester United, that's why. Not a debate anywhere in life was that a debate when they were both in Spain at Madrid. Nowhere in life. That's like comparing Modric to Koke right now or in their prime. Nowhere in life. Like, come on, man, there's levels to this.
Well, Tottenham much is better than Koke, but in this prime.
This is what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, but yeah.
All I'm saying is, bro, if I had to choose,
being honest here, Partey at Arsenal has not been good. If we're keeping up, has he even been good?
I do think he had periods. Other than for me, I would, if I'm being honest, that 6-month spell where Arsenal was playing well, he was playing well too. But throughout the whole career, other than that spell, I have not been convinced of, because like my man was just getting injured, wasn't being fit, and all these type of stuff. So they're like I said already before, none of us can sit here and tell me that you watch every single La Liga game of Real Madrid and you watch Casemiro week in, week out, telling me, well, like with number 5, we've seen this more because it's right in front of our eyes, isn't it? So you can have a better understanding of what he does. But like Paul said, man, I think we need to give Casemiro, first of all, even the opportunity now in a new team where he's asked to do something different to what they do in Real Madrid to show if he can do it. And even if you say his passing ability is cool, fair enough then. But then that doesn't mean that it makes Partey a superior player. No, I don't, because I think I personally think just Casemiro's defensive ability alone makes him a better player overall because of what he can bring to the team. And he just brings comfortability and security in the team. But like you don't even need to be scared when you get hit on the counter. This alone, just that alone, when you get, especially when you consider Ten Hag a possession-based team, that is something very massive to have. And let's be honest as well. Like I heard this whole Frankie de Jong thing as well that United initially targeted, of course, because Ten Hag does like somebody to have somebody there to collect the ball from the defense. But if you tell Ten Hag he can't have Frankie de Jong, but you can have Casemiro. Of course, he takes Casemiro because he knows how good Casemiro of a player is defensively, and he can build around them. You can see that Eriksen he can drop deep and collect the ball then and do the job like kind of like what Cruz done, come deep then and collect the ball, and he progresses the ball forward. If you don't like, just because Casemiro isn't doing it at Real Madrid, doesn't mean he's a bad player now. I don't know what we're doing here. Like, if I had a choice, bro, I'm making sure that Casemiro switches his nationality to Ghana, bro, and I'm taking him over number 5, bro. Let's be real, bro.
Actually, like some players, are just more gifted in creatively. Doesn't mean that Casemiro is not a good creative player. Like Frankie de Jong and Eriksen, their abilities suit them being more creative on the ball. And we saw that today, even against Arsenal, when I think was it the first goal, which is the Anthony goal, where he started the move. So I don't know. I just don't understand this logic. Like even Jorginho, of all people, is better than Partey. I don't understand what we have in this convo.
Yo, because it's like I said, I don't want it to, because it's a gal. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is.
It's not just Igar, bro. It's Arsenal fans in general.
Arsenal fans. No. I'm saying this is a conversation. Like I said, if they play for any,
it's not just me.
It's not just you. But my point is,
Babs,
so it's not just you. Yeah, and Babs is another one who does what you do, and he's fantastic at it too. Babs is phenomenal at it. I've told Babs, king of spin. Babs' ability to spin shit is incredible. You know what I'm saying? I've been working that guy. I was like, yo, this guy's slick.
If I was a United fan, you wouldn't like me.
Say that again.
I think if I was a United fan, I don't know if you like me or if you because I'm on your side or if you.
It's not a question.
We respect however you come through here with your opinion. We're just having conversations. Nothing to do with who you are as a person.
Yeah. I got, like I said, I respect your ability to do what you do consistently. You found the lane and it works for you.
But if he was a United fan, honestly, we would have helped you a lot.
Fine. I'm saying, like, it's not that. So it's not even a dislike or like thing. Ryan has more I disagree with him on 80% of shit, and he's always here. So it's not that. It's like this is just we just talking football. But like I said, if they was at any other clubs when they was at Real Madrid when it was Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, this was not a conversation. Nowhere on planet Earth was this a footballing conversation about who's better. But now one's at Manchester United and one's at Arsenal. All of a sudden, it's a conversation style. Why? Why is it? You know what I'm saying? I know which player I'd rather have. I know this. You know which player you'd rather have. Say what you want. You know which player you'd rather have. You know which player you would have rather had today. I'm saying in there with Xhaka instead of Lukonga. But ain't number 5. Well, hey, each their own, innit?
Flawless, this is really a learning experience for everybody. Because
big up safe in chat as well, large up everyone. Get your questions in before we close out as well, people. Go on, Black Diamond.
Yes,
it's not safe, man.
Big up
safe. It's safe.
It's a learning experience for everybody because my background and I have no tolerance for emotional youths or soft youth syndrome. And even through looking at the way you would approach things and articulate yourself and whatnot, I mean, I'm learning to be a little calmer because I have no room for BS. So, I mean, that's why let's compare with Charlemagne, right? So I will allow the soft youth for tonight. Big up.
That's a big compliment because that's my guy in it. Obviously, that's one of my guys. But yeah, you lot get your questions in, people. Obviously, this is Sarcasm City, people. So you never know who's gonna drop in number 1. And number 2, where the conversation's gonna go. Like I always say, Q&As are like the Royal Rumble, man. You never know whose music's gonna hit and who's gonna come running down the ramp. Who knew a guy was gonna be here?
Anyways, I'm gonna head off.
Before you leave, Gal, let me just say this to you, bro.
Yeah.
hella respect for you, bro. For real. Because you take it and you give it too. There's not too many people in this space who are able to take it and give it, bro. So for real, dog, keep on grinding. You're gonna get what you deserve, bro, and just keep at it, bro. We have disagreement.
The thing is,
Eddie, I want my
thing is,
flowers. I need my flowers because the reason why Igal came into the chat is because I said Anthony scoring that goal today was spiritual. So I take my flowers for bringing the youth into the chat to deal with the youth, and I hope to have him again.
Yeah, man.
Like again, bro, it's nothing to do.
Let me just say this quickly.
Yeah.
The fact that Arsenal, Man United, you know the states of our club in the sense that we should be like at the top of the table, and we've not been the way that we want to be. So in that level, no matter what, we're gonna catch heat more often than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you go hiding, you're literally just spiting your own face. Because then, what's the point of you being there when good times if you're not there when it's the bad times?
There you go. That's real. That's real, bro. And I'm saying to you right now, like, I hope this conversation doesn't give you the impression that I don't respect you as a content creator, bro. Because I know there's a lot of bullshit besides the game of football that you might have to deal with just for being who you are. That's why I'm saying, bro, when you're in this space, it's nothing to do with you personally. It's always just about the football and us having passionate discussions, bro. So yeah, and you see, I'm from the motherland, so you know I'm gonna fucking root for you regardless of what side you stand on, my G. And I think that goes for the rest of this panel here. So yeah, bro, appreciate you for coming through, dog. For real. This is my first stream with you, bro. Appreciate you for coming through.
Miguel, anything you want to add, anything you want to plug, let them know where they can find you, all that good stuff before you go.
Yeah, man, guys, just check me out on EGTV Egal on YouTube, and if you want on TikTok also. TikTok's been growing a lot lately, but yeah, that's it, man.
There you go, man. Make sure you go follow Egal EGTV. Obviously, if you follow me on my socials, you can find his and everyone else's here as well. Egal, always good having you, man. Always
no
event.
Worries, man.
I'm saying, man, you're a main event.
If I'm ever available on Sundays, you know me, man. I'll jump in here and there.
Yeah, calm, man. No stress.
Then we can talk about how my Lakers finna take your team out. That's what we can talk about.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. When it comes down to basketball, the moment we lost Kawhi, man, we were never the same, man.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. That's all. That's real. Yeah, bro. But yeah, pull up for one of them watch-alongs. We be watching Raptors games too.
We would have repeated if we got Kawhi, man. But fuck it.
Nah, you got an argument. We got a couple Raptors fans that be in here too. So
yeah, I know. Man.
Yeah, pull up, bro.
Yeah, we do actually. We do have a couple Raptors fans.
Enough said, man.
But yeah, man. Big up, Egal, man.
You know, I used to do basketball content on my channel, but then I stopped. I just felt like there's no real market.
Nah, you got this. You got this football shit on lock. Facts. You got this football shit on lock. Don't trip.
Facts. But yeah, man, Egal bless up every time, man. You already know. Bro. You lot questions, get your questions in, sporting questions. Make sure you hit that like button as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, road to 5K. Yeah, go on, Jez. Floor is yours.
Can we talk about how Ivan Toney is not going to make it to the World Cup ship, though, because Southgate is not going to pick him?
Who? Say that again? Say that again.
Are we going to talk about how Southgate is not going to pick Ivan Toney to the plane for the World Cup?
You know what, he might let him overturn Abraham.
I believe, because for me...
go on.
Because I believe he should be taken over April. I know April, and he's doing his thing at Roma. But I think Ivan Toney's the better player personally, and I think he would actually. You can even maybe fit a system sometimes where you, instead of trying to play with two wingers, play two up top with Toney and Kane, or Toney or Sterling. I feel like he should be on the plane because I've been saying this already since he was in the Championship that he's a good striker, and that was 2 years ago, and now you can see today the hat trick that he had today. The overall game that he has, and I'm like, yo, he really needs to put some respect to this guy because I've been saying this for time, bro. He didn't break the championship record it was for goals for a reason, bro. So he needs to be on the plane, man.
I got an invested interest in it. Go play for Jamaica, man.
You know what it's just, yeah. The thing is, yeah. I was you know, the amount of goals that what's his name? Tammy Abraham scored in Serie A is the exact same goals that he scored in the PL. 15, I believe. I think he scored 15 or 16 or 17, stuff like that, roughly. He scored the same amount of goals as he did in the PL. He's not improved at all. Like I don't get what this Tammy Abraham hype is. And like the thing is, yeah, Southgate and Pride was watching the Roma 4-0 loss. So you never know. If Tony continues, if Tony continues with the on his like hot run, I could easily see him swapping him out for Tammy Abraham. And that's all I'm saying.
Nah, like he should be like if he doesn't get picked for the World Cup.
Because remember, he doesn't. He, for the longest time, yeah, he didn't put Tomori in the squad. So
it took a while for him to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like he made.
But that was because of the no PL tax, innit? So this guy's playing the PL. He's English. He's definitely gonna give him a chance. I can see him giving him a chance in a way.
Should go play. Yeah, just go play for Jamaica.
If he doesn't get picked, then I agree with Rose. Like you should be changed up to.
You can play over
linking up with Bailey and like.
Yeah, man. Get Ravel Morrison. Oh, there's a few other man as well, man. Damari Gray. That man needs to just go do the thing. Say again.
You can play over Antonio, innit? What's his name?
Nah, Antonio's there as well. He ain't playing. Oh, he can play with Antonio. Ooh, that's like 5 from 2, man.
That's gonna be like 2 bullies up front, fam.
Yeah, man. That's what we need, man. I'm trying to see Jamaica in that 2026 World Cup, man. You know what I'm saying? So I could be out there in the full Jamaica strip. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm on.
That's what I think they should all do. God damn it.
Yeah, man.
That's what they're all doing now.
I would have broke France in the goddamn 13 teams if I had the choice.
Yeah, man. They should
have. All these IC3 young bucks now, they're all basically, joining the countries of origin.
Yeah, man, do that, man. The likes of Tony, Damari Gray, I'm like, I think it's Max Aarons as well.
Cho's going to the World Cup. Even Cho's going to
the World Cup. Because Cho will be at the World Cup, man. I'm with that, man.
Yeah, it's not. Shout out Peter in the chat.
Elijah Peter.
It's not officially yet because he needs to wait till November. But yeah, everybody keeps saying that it's gonna be announced around that time. So let's see if that's really true. But I mean, Lamptey already changed up now, and Iñaki Williams changed up now. His little brother said he wants to wait a couple of years, because he only just started playing professional football, in the top tier, so. Yeah, man. Like I said, because I feel like Tony, he doesn't get the respect I think people should be giving him. In my opinion, he's a good striker, man. Has everything.
Yeah, I would have talked about United, 100%. I was talking about United, 110%.
You would have fit what Ten Hag wants.
100%.
For example, Cristiano doesn't play. Tony brings the intensity, has height on him, can bring down the long balls. All of them.
Jamaican Gamer says first time watching. Yo, big up to you, man. Always good, man, to see new people in the chat as well as the regulars. You lot get your questions in, man. Get your questions in. Kincaid saying I think he's the second best number 9 England have because it's Kane, him. What other number 9s do England have? Vardy.
Yeah, after that is what?
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin, Bamford.
Tammy. Yeah. Bamford. Is Bamford fit? Has Bamford been playing?
Yeah, he played the last game. They lost against Brentford, actually.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, Leeds hold that, you pricks. I hope you get relegated. You know what I'm saying? That stands you lot.
See what I mean, though? They're going to go and take the Johnny Icon, and they're going to leave Tony behind. Cannot believe it.
Yeah, they do. Like I say, man, go play for Jamaica, Ivan Tony, if you're watching. You know what I'm saying? Go do that, man. They'll love you. That's exactly what you should do.
The only bad thing about it is that you support Liverpool.
Yeah, but you get that, innit? I'm saying in that. You get wrong-uns like that. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. It happens all the time. You meet people on the channel like, yo, great content creators. You just support Liverpool. It's like, it's what it is, innit? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Is in meltdown,
oh, yeah, the amount of Liverpool people that I'm seeing stressing on the timeline, I'm seeing spaces no say, I'll be in trouble. Like, yeah, I thought this is Spurs. Like, what's going on here?
Shout out to my guy Don Hassam because he's been on that. Like, he was on Mile of the North the past couple of weeks. He went on the last one, but he was on the 2 weeks before that, and he was just stressed, like mad at me. And I'm like, yo, why are you stressed at me? I didn't not sign a midfielder. Like, it's not me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get dunked on the back post. Or man acting like it's me. Like, he was just proper. Yeah, like you said, stressed. Even Ryan, you can see it. Like, man's normally bright and optimistic and full of life. A man just looks
They
great.
got Napoli away as well.
I'm
They got
saying, man,
Napoli
and he
away.
said about that, yeah, the Napoli, we drew Napoli, and he was like, I think being at the games, probably seeing it live as well is probably not helping. But drawing to Everton's got to hurt. That Everton side under Lampard, and they
Oh,
drew.
they're terrible, man. I said they're just not good, man. Like what?
It's so bad. And they did hit the bar and like they hit the woodwork like 3-4 times, but it's like it's got to hold
still
that.
need to
But I
beat
think Liverpool will be alright. But it's just funny to see like the world's ending. Like I see in Hassan, I think he had a space and he was like, as this is before the window closed, and he was like 3 days to save our season. I'm like, right, is it really that? I'm like, is it really that? Like,
Maybe
your team's not that bad.
Maybe LT was maybe right that they don't have the dog in them.
Yeah, man, LT. Yo, LT, everyone thinks you crazy till you're a genius. Shout out LT the Don, one of my favorite calling shows. He was right when he said man don't have that dog in him. He was right, man, baby.
LT different. I don't care nobody. LT built different, God.
Yo,
he's saying.
He was on the fan calling show yesterday. I have no idea what he was talking about.
He's like one of two people, bro. He's one of two people who knew what my flag was, and I was like, bro, how the fuck you know that flag? I was like, yo,
he was talking about bikinis, and then the dog.
Yo, this guy was talking about bikinis. I was like, what are you talking about? And shout out to Pels, because she popped up and she was like, what's going on? And he was like, yeah, Pels knows what I'm talking about. And she was like, no, I'm buff. What are you going on about? I need to go watch that stream back to try and make like sense of what he was talking. He's like he was talking a different language. Like, I'm like, yo, what are you on about?
What confused him is that he said he was shocked that Peter was lying on his stomach with his foot up in the bed.
Yeah,
and then he went off on a tangent.
Yeah, he went off on a like it's like yo.
Got wild.
What even football related? Normally, man will go off on a tangent, and it's like you can see where the tangent's going. You can see where the rant's going. Like, it's about this topic of conversation. Why was this guy talking about bikinis in a pool? What happened?
Seeing Peter relaxing triggered something.
It's like, what is going on, man? Like, it's all
Peter
wild.
Triggered the guy.
Big up UK Drilly as well. I was buffalo a minute, but big up LT, man, because clearly he was onto something.
He had the dog in him.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Maybe he was right, man. They got that dog in him because he was the first guy I heard say that as well. You know.
Yeah.
He was saying because we were all shooting him about like saying like what he's talking like. So you think like Tottenham's gonna finish second, Chelsea gonna be finishing fifth, Liverpool gonna be like 6-7 for the Conference League spots, and I was like, yo, like what are you talking about? And then actually, I'm looking at the table right now, like you weren't really too far off, like everyone.
No, he might be splitting if Liverpool finish 6-7th, you know.
That terminology has actually gone viral, you know.
It has. Because
everybody using that now.
Yeah, Prime said it best, man. That's the madden version of passion and desire. And intensity.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Prime was spitting when he said that. That's exactly what it is, yo. It is, man. It's the intensity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is it's our version of that. Like, when we like, yo, he's got that dog in him, that means he's not really a great player, but, yo, he works hard. Like,
the intensity meme is crazy, man. That's my favorite one. When
the dog in him. Like, come on.
You know what's even funny about that dog in him? You know, like you have the picture, and it's like the X-ray, and someone posted it up, and it was like, yo, I was in uni, yeah, and he was like, I seen the X-ray, but it didn't have the dog in it, and it threw me off in it because you got the X-ray and didn't have the dog there.
I've seen that before. I can't I would feel the same in uni. Like, what's
clearly you ain't got the dog. You telling your lecturer you ain't got the dog in you. You get what I'm saying?
The professor asked like, "What's wrong with the person's what sickness does he have?" I'll be like, "Yo, he doesn't have the dog in him. That's
you got the dog in him."
You guys, I'm gonna bounce, but take care.
Lewis, love every time.
Bless up, Lewis,
guys. Love.
Prime was spitting, man. It's the madden version of passion, desire, and intensity. We got our own, man. It literally is. We have our own, man. Like that's the thing.
That's what Ryan needs. Flawless, you have to put the dog in Ryan.
The dog in him. You know what I'm saying? That, like, yo. And you know what? Speaking of United, someone I tweeted this and was saying this in the chat. Like, it was actually someone said it in Rancy's chat and was like, yo, we are passion merchants. And I'm like, yes, I'm all for it. Like, they're my passion merchants and that. Like, that's what we're on. Clapping, blocking, and defending and all that type of stuff. Like, I'm with it. Our team now has got a dog in the team now. You know what I'm saying? Like someone said about Christian Eriksen, he ain't got the pacemaker in his chest. He got that dog in him. I'm like, yeah, man, let's go.
Bro, you know what's wild? You know what's wild though?
They calling him
It was
Mr.
so
Sack.
apparent how out of place Maguire looked. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, he did look out. Yeah. He did. He looked
He
way
looked
out of
so
place.
out of place, like he ain't one of us. It was
He
crazy.
did look out of place, man.
Yeah, he didn't have your dog in him.
He ain't got the dog in him. He's like that meme. Have you seen the meme? So it's got all the kids and they line up and then like the kids be doing like dabs. You know what I'm saying? Millie rocks and all that.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah,
then,
no,
and then they get to the, and then they get to the kid at the end. Maguire's the kid at the end, innit? Who just doesn't fit in and that. That's what it is. Man just don't fit in. Like everyone there's got sauce. You know what I'm saying? Something about him. The dog in him, you get what I'm saying? And that. Every one of them. So got saying on someone.
Maguire has that hamster in him.
Literally. He is just like when he came on the picture, just like, oh my god. And then
Leicester
even though
need a defender.
Casemiro made go on, Ahmed.
I was gonna say Leicester need a defender in it. Let's send him there, fam, on a free.
Nah, man. Hashtag get the fridge to the bridge, man. You lot needed a centre back. You lot should have signed him. You know what I'm
Listen, we're
saying?
all right, mate. We're all right.
Right.
Listen, I'm gonna bounce here because
Ahmed, love you. Yeah, man. Go do your thing, man. Go do your thing. Get your rest, man. We're gonna
Ahmed, before you leave,
yeah.
Ahmed, before you go,
Yeah.
this has to be the best stream you have ever been on. This is the first stream you did not get cooked. You sat back, you laughed, you contributed. So you big up yourself. Eagle took all the licks to you.
That doesn't
You know
count.
what?
Basically, what he's saying, Ahmed, is you got that dog in you. You know what I'm saying? That's what
No, man. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That doesn't
I'm
count.
about
That doesn't
also.
count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Igal was here. It doesn't count. Doesn't count.
That is what I'm saying. Ahmed got away tonight because of Eagle. So he sat back, he laughed, and he relaxed. We'll see him next stream.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go catch this smoke, man.
Yeah, you have a blessed night, everybody.
What is
I'm about the flawless.
Yo, Black Diamond, love. Yeah, I'm gonna close.
All
out
right,
the stream,
Black Diamond.
yeah. Love. Bless up.
Well, who said? Shout out to oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. You gonna get this work. You gonna get this
looks,
work.
looks in it.
Look,
Saying,
yeah, you gonna
looks.
get this work, man. We got some ramen in the chamber. I do. I know that.
It's that train's never late. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be there. But we're gonna close out this stream anyway. Hit the like button if you haven't. Make sure you share this across all the socials. Big up to Jamaican Gamer who says first time watching, good show. He subbed, much appreciated. Jez, anything you want to add before we finish the stream?
Big up everyone. Fantastic day today. Just seeing Arsenal lose, have the humbling needed. Shout out Brighton. They won as well. My manager, Potter. Yeah, man. And also my starboy Idoji dunking on Joseph today, 4-0. You know the rest already. So yeah, big up everybody, man. And I hope you have a good Monday and a good week coming up.
Oh, man. Prime, you there? Yo, Prime. Oh, he's there. Yo, Eddie, anything you want to add, fam, before we leave?
Shout out El Jefe for another banger, first and foremost. This was one of them ones for sure. Shout out the chat, all the goons in the chat. If you haven't hit that like, if you haven't subscribed yet, what you waiting for, get on it right now. Get on it right now. And yeah, man, I love this shit, bro. Love everybody who's a part of this shit, man. So just keep it going. It's an early season too, and we having this much fun. So, bro, it's only up from here, man. It's only up from here.
Facts. Obviously, European football is back, so you'll get Champions League watch-alongs, Europa League watch-alongs alongside all of the regular content here on the YouTube. And don't forget about the Twitch people. For new people like Jamaican Gamer and others, get over to the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. Follow over there because you get different content. I've already updated the live stream schedule all the way till next week, Sunday. So you know exactly what's coming up from Monday all the way till Sunday. Tomorrow, what have we got coming up tomorrow? 5 p.m. I'll be on Statman Baines's channel. Shout out my guy Bainesy for Stats, Facts, and Vibes. 5 p.m. on his channel. And then 11:30 p.m. be back here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Gonna talk from the Arsenal podcast meets the Man United podcast. So Cam and myself, obviously discussing Manchester United beating Arsenal 3-1. So you know that's gonna be fun. But yeah, man, love to everyone who has locked in, and this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.